Okay, let's play Dungeons and Dragons. How about?
Kids want to play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes.
So bad. 6 chance pod. That's how you know it's real.
There's
That
another
was
way I
like
know
a
it's real.
perfect. Somebody hit the caw noise. That was like a perfect. That was a very close rendition.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Let's get that bag.
Get that bag.
Let's
It's
get that bag. It's
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
Kill yourself!
It's Get a Bag Tuesday.
Hail and well met, travelers, and welcome to
Yes.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Are we recording?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I've been
We've been recording for the past 2 hours.
Oh, good.
Hour and 18
Benji
minutes.
has been
Delete
ready.
that.
We'll see.
It's only been a month since our last session.
Really?
That's pretty good.
Only.
Wow. Great job, guys.
For, hey,
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's just
what
not
I
true. It's
wrote
been 2
down.
months.
Feel true.
It's been 2
Oh, I can't read. It's been 2 months.
okay.
Okay.
Either
It's
way,
only
we did
been
go like
2
a
months.
we did
not
go like
that
a full
bad.
year without playing it,
Ah, it's not bad.
and then like another full year after that.
The one before
Yeah.
that was an entire year before that. So
Yeah,
2 months
so-
is pretty
That's
cool.
not bad.
I think we're doing all right.
So far.
We're getting the bag.
We're getting the
We're
bag.
getting that bag.
Get a bag.
So what happened last time?
That's a good question. A lot of things.
Like
So
what?
much.
While we were in the cold demon world
Right? Demon World.
Love it
called
there.
Stygia,
Mhm.
it's a level of hell. Do we remember which one?
One of them.
Fifth.
Fifth.
I believe it's the 5th.
Sounds about right to me.
It's written in my. It's written.
I have it
Wait.
written somewhere.
Yeah, fifth layer.
Fifth layer. Yep.
Cool.
And Reverence said it's a cool place to be, and Zephyr said
Literally.
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 And then what?
Everybody split up and made a really insane system that we used for exactly 1 second.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
We love to do that.
Everybody found a couple of towers that led you to the keep that Reverence is currently being kept in.
Hi, that's me.
Reverence is in this keep with Lord Suffer. It's crazy bananas there, and
It is
everybody
crazy
wants to get
bananas.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Reverence found a book bound in some sort of skin.
Definitely humanoid. Like for sure.
It made her feel weird.
Sure did.
Holding
Made her
human
necklace
skin
get
will
hot?
Do that for you.
Yeah, a book with skin will do that for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Reverence is having a time.
Well, hot under that spotlight.
It's quite warm. Actually, it's cold, but
Well,
as discussed.
When everybody came up to the fortress, Penn was like, I'm just gonna go knock on the door, and got taken inside.
Normal.
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 Everyone else was freaking out because Penn was just inside, and then Penn got taken to Suffer where Reverence was, and everyone was like, this is normal.
What is this fucking thing? And it's just
What
a
is
gnome.
this thing? We don't know what that thing is.
Blow it up now.
Everyone took Suffer out to meet everyone. We all met up.
We're all friends
And-
now.
We're
Gang's
all
all here?
friends. Gang's all here. Everybody's in a hall, and Suffer basically went, "Hey, get us the fuck out of here." And Peric was like, "No." And that was where we left off. Basically, was the discussion, and then Suffer was like, "Everybody go to your own rooms."
Yeah, we were being taken to our room. Psst, plural, I guess.
Everyone go to bed.
Everybody go to bed. Challenge.
I don't. We kind of gotta. We might need to talk a little bit before we go to bed.
I
I feel like everybody else is gonna be like, okay, so in the morning we leave for and Reverend has just don't know.
Can I specify at least a thing as we are marching to beds?
Sure.
Merritt returns Peric's pin. I'm pretty sure he still had it on him after writing notes. So
Confirmed. Peric has a pen again.
Good for them.
good for them. Okay. That's just one little small thing I had noted.
So are we being taken to the same room? Different rooms?
You're being taken to different rooms
Everybody individually or groups?
individually.
Oh fuck. Well, as long as the guards go away, we can fucking leave the room. Unless they lock the doors.
They might lock.
Are they
our
gonna lock the
doors.
doors?
Probably. I'm gonna be real with you. Probably.
What about my door? I'm special.
I think you're gonna be locked in your room again.
I'm a special little guy. Suffer likes me.
Yeah, but this is new and crazy.
Well,
They've never seen gnomes before.
I'll just call him on the phone then.
Yeah, Pen's gonna be holding Yorna's hand as they go up, and just like they're gonna try to go into the same room together. When they're like, "Here you go, here's the room," and then they both try to go in.
How much are you willing to fight this?
Not violently. Just like, yep, here we go, and we're going, and we're gonna stay together though. We're going in there, like that.
I think they'll let you stay together.
Yes.
I mean, yeah,
Aw.
Reverence would speak up and be like, "Look at them. They're twins. You can see it with your eyes. They're the same."
You can
Let 'em-
see it with your eye.
Probably wouldn't say it
I'm
quite
older.
like that. Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Mission success. Shared room.
Yes.
Everybody else is split.
Yes.
Do our special little eye stones have a group call functionality?
Yeah,
That
why
is-
not? I think we've done
Yeah.
that
I think
before.
we've had like a group text or something.
Well, like definitely there's a group text, but the thing is, being on a different plane.
Yeah, that's why we couldn't.
do.
That's why we couldn't get in contact before. But I think now that we're all on the same plane,
I think your phones will work in proximity of each other.
Like walkie-talkies.
But
Nice.
you won't, like, if you went too far away, you wouldn't be able to call each other again.
There's no cell
and-
towers.
You can't call anyone who's not here.
no such
Okay.
call. But since we're all in rooms next to each other, we're close enough.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
that's how it's gonna be. I guess as soon as the door is locked, because I imagine they put everybody else in a room and then they put Reverence in a room. That's just how it went in my head.
Yeah, you went back to your own room.
The boop 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 boop. Ring ring ring.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Set up the group call.
I like that was a merit sigh.
A little.
Herrick has a stone,
little,
right?
but
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
from
Hello?
technology land.
they're from technology.
Yeah,
Dan.
very on the phone too. I guess Reverence has to speak first, huh?
You did call first.
She did call first.
Hey, Reverence, how's it been?
It's Ben. That's for sure. Um. Hey, what are we gonna do?
Well, we're gonna
Does
leave
anybody have?
tomorrow, right?
Mm,
Once everyone gets their
Are we?
spell slots back.
When everyone regenerates their mana.
Yeah.
are we? I
Reverence says,
mean, Reverence, you were brought here very specifically from your own spell.
"Yeah, I'm kind of from here, aren't I?"
Presumably, given the way that's supposed to work. Which seems to have been news to all of us.
Yeah, but we got here with plane shift. We can just leave with plane shift. We won't banish her again.
That's not the point.
Yeah. Merritt kind of gets it.
I don't.
I'll explain it. Don't worry. I'm from here. I don't know who I am beyond what's happened to me in my memory,
Peric voice.
which is
Oh shit.
not good.
Back voice. Oh, I shouldn't be listening to.
Hey,
Did we?
Peric was invited to the call, I guess. PBQ8, Reverence did not dial Peric, but if somebody else dialed Peric, then Peric here.
There did not.
Let me see if I officially in
I was
canon
gonna
have
say,
Peric's phone
pendant.
number. Because if I do, I added them.
Yeah.
No, I
can't.
don't have Peric's stone number.
Great. None of us have
Thank
Peric's
God,
stone
Peric
number.
is sleeping a night.
Peric is not here.
Regenerating.
I gotta get that.
Doesn't help that much because that means everybody else is not going to be on the page that Reverence is on. Well, not that maybe any of you are going to be on her page either.
Oh, but I did. Does Peregrine have the phone, or does Ariadne have the phone? Because they have one phone together.
I don't know that Peregrine would have it.
Okay,
Because he's out right now.
Thank God.
that's fair.
It's
Okay.
the home phone.
So
the
yeah,
house phone.
it's just us.
I really don't want Peregrine's phone. Because Peregrine's
Even
just going to...
worse.
I would speak, and then Peregrine would just be like, no. And that was
stupid. We're leaving.
That's stupid. You don't need to know who you are. We gotta get out of
You
here.
don't need to know who you are. That's
I know who you are,
foolish.
and it's that you're going home.
Okay, so Peregrine's not here. Peric's not here.
No, it's just the four of us.
Thank
Just
fucking
the
God.
one key name. Great. So yeah, Reverence is just like, it's been strange since I got here. They, despite the fact that I just kind of showed up, they accepted me quickly.
I do have to say, Adora has a stone number that I do have, so Adora's here too. I definitely added her.
Reverence, it's so nice to hear your voice again. I've missed you so much.
I've missed you too.
Hysterically crying.
Please stop crying. It's gonna be fine. I've missed you. Thank you. I guess, okay, but my bad for not being grateful. To start with, thank you for coming to get me.
As opposed to not?
We weren't just gonna leave you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fuck else are we going to?
As
Just
opposed
go-
to not. You might. I'm in hell. We're in hell. You might. If you didn't want to come to hell, I wouldn't really have held it against you. Held.
I mean, the
Noah
next quest we
chuckles.
were gonna do was go save Krios, and you have him with you, so...
Oh my God.
Damn!
Well, gonna be
That's
real. Oh fuck! I
crazy.
haven't been typing anything. Shit.
I
have not
haven't
been
either, but I...
Well, that hurt
Pen
Reverence's feelings,
said something really mean.
but Reverence is not really one to air out her hurt feelings, so that one's just gonna sting a little bit privately. So she just
Reverence
goes,
will remember that.
yeah, Reverence will remember that, pops up in the corner. And she goes, yep, he is. He's been awfully quiet since we got here as well. It's so okay. It's been a lot. It's a lot to go through. You've met the big lady.
We have seen the big lady.
We all talked to the big lady.
Hmm.
She likes me, and that's good in terms of I've been here and not in prison, and bad in the sense that she likes me and we're here. Do you understand?
It can be a touch harder to leave with her ever-gazing eyes.
Well, I mean, Reverence sighs really heavy. In theory, it's not that hard to leave, because as soon as we all exit these rooms, the ones who can plane shift us before anything else happens, can't they?
Sure.
I would
Easy.
rather they didn't.
Oh.
The
Sorry.
complications.
I'll
Are
remind
you sure? There's like a really big guy under the ice. Little spooky.
Yeah, I don't. So okay, so there's yeah. I don't. How much did Suffer just said that they're here and they want to not be here to everyone?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reverence has the lore. Reverence goes, yeah, so there is a really big thing under the ice, and, it has a name, but you can't say it, because if you say its name, it'll kill you. And
Oh.
so the thing is that everyone here, worships it like it's a god. And,
That doesn't sound
it's,
healthy.
no, well, I mean, hey.
I guess it depends on how you define healthy.
Reverence is like, not the thing in the
Adora
ground.
also says it.
Yeah, it's not, it's the monster in the ground that is not the best idea, maybe. But, you know, deity worship is normal, thank you. I wouldn't be here without it, I'd like to remind everybody. So basically what happened is that there was a really ancient war with gods, and I don't think that they were mortal gods. Like our god, the ones that people where we're from, fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, is that that big war that Starasia was talking about?
I don't know, probably. It's, and so this, the ice is this giant thing's prison. It's quite large, isn't it? And Suffer multiple times like to inform me that prisons don't last forever, which is true. I've, experienced it. But, okay, listen, everybody. Hi, I've missed you very much.
We missed
Thank
you
you for
too.
coming to get me.
You as
Yeah.
well.
So sorry, I don't want to leave yet. That's the gist of what I'm getting at, is I don't want to leave yet. I understand that there's no feasible way we actually help these people, and I don't want to, because it seems like a really bad idea to bust a bunch of devils out of their hell prison.
Basically, you want to find out more about
I would
yourself.
love to know
But-
who I am.
But in the current circumstance we're in,
It's not good.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to find out more about yourself.
Right.
We're kind of a damn we do, damn we don't situation. They
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
we're locked in here
Yeah.
as he shakes his door handle. Is the door locked?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
I mean,
locked us in here.
I
So
think if you tried hard enough, you could probably break it.
There's certainly ways
sure
out.
we could, but then what are
Reverence, are
we
you
going to do? Just
suggesting
come
I
out
break out of
and
jail for like a 4th time?
Not yet. If you could
but
just hold on that.
then what are we going to do when we break out of jail? Escape their prison, which out to the desolate wasteland? Are we going to snoop
No,
around? What
I
are we
don't
going
think
to
I don't think we should break out of prison. It's not. The room is nice. There's a bed.
She's got
Everybody,
Stockholm syndrome.
everybody, calm down, okay? And Reverend sounds the least calm. That you've heard her not very calm. She sounds very uncalm. Everybody, calm
Yeah.
down.
America's darling.
Reverence.
Yes,
Reverence.
That's me.
Sit down and calm down. We'll be
I am
okay.
sitting on the floor.
Maybe sit on something nicer.
Okay.
I believe in you. You can stand back up carefully
Okay, I'll
and
sit on
do
the
it.
bed.
Yes.
Okay. So more than just having come here after banishing myself to my home plane, since I've been here, I poked around. I snooped. I'm nosy.
Hmm.
And some things have had a reaction that further indicates that this is well, I'm not going to say my home because this is not my home, but my origin, I suppose. There was a book, and it was bound in skin, and I think I might have. But let's not worry about that part.
I'll worry a little bit about that part, but
No,
proceed.
don't. And it called to me.
I think I'll worry a bit more, my dear.
And so I looked at it, right? And I can't read. It's written, it's very strange, actually. The script, it uses infernal letters, but it's nonsense. They're not arranged in any. It's not words, it's just letters. I mean, they're arranged as if they're words, but they don't make any sense. So that's also interesting. And so I looked at it a little bit, and then I decided to stop looking at it because it was freaking me out a little bit. And so I tried to close it, and I couldn't. And so then I just kind of left it and left the room, and then my necklace started. It didn't burn. Have I shown? I haven't shown you. There's a okay. This is a lot. Are you all with me still? Are we all
Yes.
processing?
Right, yeah.
Cool.
God under the ice, evil book.
Evil book.
Everything in
Down
here
in
is a
skin.
prison. That's
Down in
concerning.
skin, prison.
Won't let you
Me,
close
I'm
it,
here.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I don't think I've shared much about this to anyone. There's this stone that I've had forever. Literally as far back as my memories begin, since I was where I was. Okay, out of character sidebar. Has Reverence told any of you? She's told Merritt.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure she's told Merritt.
That's
Does
probably about
everybody?
it.
Does everybody know where Reverence?
I don't
what
think
happened?
so. I think it's
I don't
just
think so.
Merritt and
I think it
Rizlon.
might just been team. Yeah, I think it might have been Team Virtue and the boyfriend.
I mean, that sounds
That
about
third
right.
wheel, Rizlon.
Okay, well, she doesn't think about that, so she just says, I've had it since I was where I was. So if anybody wants to question that, you're welcome to. But if you don't, that's fine. So And whenever I lost it often, because of circumstances. And every time I did, I would wake up the next day and it was in my hand. And so, seeing as I can't lose it, I put it on a necklace just to, it's not like it's easier than carrying it in my pocket. And I've had it for always. And when I looked at the book, I wasn't really paying attention. But then when I left the room, it was warm, very warm. Not done that before. Just a rock with it's got a symbol on it. I would show you, but we are locked in rooms. And so I went back and and it continued to react to the book. And then the book flipped to some pages without my input and showed a bunch of monsters that seem quite similar to whatever the fuck is below us. And so then I got freaked out and I left again. And that's about all I got. But it's enough to, make me, I'd really like to know who I am. I think maybe that's reasonable. She doesn't sound very sure.
It is reasonable. You are valid. What isn't reasonable, sadly, is our current situation.
No, the circumstances are
The circumstances are really bad.
They're awful. Yes, I know. Again, thanks for putting yourself in them for me. Not sure why you did, but thank you.
Because we love you. We care about you.
So
Just like we do each other. At least I hope. I guess I can't speak for the rest of you.
Who knows what the hell you guys are thinking?
Maybe you fucking hate us. Reverence is quiet for a second, and she's like, "Oh,
Reverence, you are and you have been one of my finest friends. I would not simply just leave you alone. Not without you explicitly asking me to.
I would never." You all have to stop because I'll cry. So, I love you too. Be quiet. You can't talk about that anymore, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Now let's talk about the fucked up situation we're in. Alright,
I don't know
so
what to do.
we either I mean-
good.
Look, you've got a magic book that obscures information. I've got a magic book that reveals information. I feel like they should get to know one another.
I also have very special eyes and can read just about anything. Provided it's coherent, I suppose. With the way you described it, I'm worried it may be less of a magical thing and more of a by hand trick. I'm not sure.
The book itself was there was some god stuff involved, for sure. I would know. And I tried to identify it, and I couldn't. And it didn't. It's not good, I can tell you that much. Which makes things worse for us, I know. I don't know what to do.
And okay.
I've rambled enough. That's the long and the short of it is I'm from here. There's evidence of that. I don't know what any of it means. I want to know what it means. I don't have any ideas.
Well, the only way you could get more information is if, I guess, we steal the book, figure something out with that. Maybe snoop around the castle, and there could be other hints or clues.
I'm gonna go ahead and say stealing the book is a no. But I know where it was, and we had the book. There's Ben is right. that there's another book.
Does anybody still have the camera?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have it on in my pack. I was going to give it to Reverence back in the morning.
However, well, despite I could go to it again, but the thing is that our doors are locked.
Is your door locked?
Yes, much to my dismay. I thought they trusted me a little bit, but fine. I guess once the circus showed up, they
That'll do it.
decided that I maybe wasn't the most trustworthy since my circus is here.
Okay.
To remove me from the premises.
You
which
can
I'm
take
sure
the clown from the circus, but you can't take the circus from the clown.
you can't. No,
That's
that's
the
exactly
Dungle
true.
Drags party, baby.
It
That's the
sure
horn
is.
hail.
It sure is. And I imagine that once they come to get us in the morning, they're not just gonna let us walk around. And in fact, I presume they will immediately take us into a room and expect to be taught how to get out of hell.
Yeah.
And we don't like or want that. Is the
Yeah.
thing. That's bad.
Well, I think it's a pretty high level spell, so it'll probably take them a while.
That's true also. But I don't know that they're gonna let us go walk around well, I certainly won't be able to because I'll be the one expected to translate everything. I guess I could just tell them some bullshit, but then still, they're not going to let us go. It doesn't matter what they think of me, if I'm in good graces or not. They're not going to let us go.
Yeah, really, either we are sneaking our way out of here, or we're fighting our way out of here.
Fighting
And
seems like a bad idea.
Just a
If
bit
only
much
because
a
of sheer
fortress.
numbers. We're pretty strong.
yeah, they don't have magic.
They don't have. Well, I don't know if that's entirely true.
True, but
It seems like primarily they don't know, or at least
yeah,
not strong, super strong magic such as plane shifting. But we can't be entirely certain that they don't have a wizard sitting around somewhere.
true.
As they're wont to do.
Wizards love to sit around. There's towers all over the place in here. There could be a wizard in any one of them. Everybody knows wizards live in towers. That's just common knowledge. That was out of character.
It's just such a funny thing to go through, and just me sitting here going, that Laron's a wizard.
Maybe in the tower.
His ears are burning.
He's in a tower, but never the one you expect.
So, and I do have some level of confidence in our combat capabilities.
And like,
The
I don't want to hurt them or anything. Like, I don't
No,
think they
not
deserve that.
I don't
But at
know.
the same time,
They're not going to
if
let
we
us
can't
go.
sneak out, we can't sneak out.
Yeah. Well, again,
And-
that's the thing, isn't it? Is that as soon as we are all together again, if I tell them we could leave instantly, because, I mean, that's the whole thing, isn't it? You brought Peric and Kane because then it's enough to get us all out in one go.
Yes.
So, I mean, we can leave. Basically, it's my fault because I don't want to yet. I want to, for sure, but not yet, and I don't know how to.
Don't have to
approach that.
lay. We don't have to lay blame directly yet. I wanted to ask. Okay. All right.
But then,
Go ahead.
oh, sorry. Well, I was gonna say, also, we still got to figure out about if we're trying to get any kind of information for Reverence, whether it's from the book or anything
Right.
else we can find.
I'm worried a lot of this is interlinked. I think.
How do you know?
The book reacted to you and your familiar stone. Well, interacted. You were teleported here. There's a big monster that is their god under the
Yeah,
ice.
that's what she said.
And all of this plane is a prison for this god.
And
Is
for
this
them.
I'm understanding right? And for them.
Yes. That's what
Good.
she told
Excellent.
me, they can't leave, and that's why they're so interested in
Are we
why she was so interested.
sure they're devotees or sacrifices?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure of much of anything.
That being said, for all the reservations about devils, I'm not particularly strong on whether or not they get their freedom. Freedom would be nice for most everyone, but what would they do after that?
What I don't understand is, from what she told me, they want to free. Wow, you can't see me pointing. I pointed down that thing. Um, but they also want to leave here. And
Would leaving break the binds? Is that the issue?
I don't know. That isn't. She didn't say anything like that. She just said that this is a prison for them as well. I don't know if them removing themselves from the prison would affect that thing being in prison.
Adora, Reverence, you guys are godly. Can either
Sure
of
am.
you cast some sort of spell to tell if people are evil or not, if we should release them or whatever?
I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, but I think it's. I mean, we've got pretty strong evidence that they shouldn't be released, I think. I mean, to be fair, I don't really need to cast a spell. The book is not good. It wasn't good. It didn't hurt me.
It did something else?
I mean, it things things
It
speak. Like it, not with words, but you,
the
things
way you
imbued.
describing it, it allured you. It was
Yes, like
enticing,
it
seducing you in a way.
called to me in a way, and it didn't force me. Don't say it was seducing me.
Seducing you in a way.
Seducing you.
I was not being seduced, but
What a shame.
What?
I know
What a shame.
By a book?
I missed Ruslan. Anyway, um, it things with godly power are detectable. Maybe not by everybody, but especially if you're familiar with what that with what holy stuff feels like, you can tell usually. And just from reaching out to find it, I can't explain exactly how this stuff works to all of you because this is not the type of magic you use. Just trust. Um, reaching out to it did not.
Go well?
It just didn't give me good. The vibes were bad.
The
The
vibes,
vibes
were
were bad.
rancid.
It didn't hurt me. It didn't force me to do anything strange. Besides, it didn't want me to close the book. You know, it
Hmm.
didn't give me any evil impulses, anything like that. But the energy behind whatever has touched that item, and I suppose touched these people in general, is not good. So even without any further magic, I can safely tell you that no, we should not allow this thing to be freed. Also, have you seen how big it is?
Yeah, well. Yes
The
and
answer is
no.
no, because you can't.
It's
It's
too
so
big.
big, you can't see the end of it.
Indeed.
So
And even
we can't. We can't let that happen.
I'm not a very big fan of the situation, because even if their intent is genuine, that they just want to leave, any single person may think a bit differently than Suffer herself does, per se. But even then, they're all bound to this thing.
Right.
Which,
And-
Reverence, just makes me a bit more concerned for you.
Yes, I'm bound to something, it would seem. I would
A few
prefer if it
somethings,
wasn't.
if you consider.
Well, yeah. I would prefer if it wasn't that thing, but the stone would suggest that it is a little bit. And I did see, I'm a bit confused because the banner that they fly does not have the same symbol as the one on my stone. Nor did the book, or at least I didn't look through every single page, but I didn't see it there. It's just that the stone reacted. So I don't know, and that sucks. The one thing that I can say for certain is we cannot teach these people to plane shift and let them leave, because if that would somehow allow whatever that thing is to get out, that would be horrible. I think. Presumably. And I don't know if it... I mean, they said it fought gods, so one would think that if it got free, it could probably go anywhere it wanted to. They didn't just confine it to this plane, they froze it under this plane. So everything sucks.
Yeah, you don't gotta tell me twice. Look, the two options I was seeing was sneak or attack, not let them loose. But that's not happening.
No.
I don't think
Not
Peric is gonna even be
No.
okay with that morally, too.
Not
So,
even
like, it's
a
just
little.
it's just out of the question.
Right.
Um.
But then the
So.
question is, what do we do instead? I guess.
Okay. All right. Let me say something. All right. So, in the morning, we're just going to be left with the ultimatum of whether we're going to have to deal with it in the morning anyway, regardless.
Yes. Very much.
They're expectant of us. So our options are either, I guess, try to get out of here before that happens, or I could use the snine to break you and Merritt out, and you guys can go check out the book for the night.
I really thought you were going to say I could use this 9 to break you. And
Well,
I need you to not do that because I'm already broken. Thank you.
oh,
No,
You can keep that to yourself.
no. But look, you want to check out the book,
I do.
right? I presume.
Yes.
The only way I could see that happening is tonight. Once they come and get us, I don't see that happening unless we deal with them in some way and we can escape and go find it. And even then, we only have a limited amount of time before reinforcements come to attack us again. So you only have tonight to do that. The only resource I have to try and break you guys out is this 9. I feel like it could easily handle the doors or something.
It would
Maybe.
make quite a lot of
But
noise.
it would make
perhaps,
quite
but
a
it's
lot
gonna
of
be
noise is
very
the issue.
loud, yes.
Yes.
So I would have to use the good night's rest to scope things out.
Does
Someone else probably has better tools.
Does
I-
even one of us know how to pick a lock?
No, absolutely.
Do
not.
we
Oh,
even-
darling, no.
Do any of us have tools for that? Even?
No.
What are we doing?
Out of all of us, I feel like Noah probably should be the one to know.
He is arguably the most world weary and will have at least even an idea, but it doesn't mean proficiency.
But no, absolutely not. I'm trying to see if I have anything.
Can I
along
move
those
a
lines.
tumbler in a lock with my little mouse hands?
That'd be pretty cool.
You could try.
But
I have
also,
a key.
what?
I have a key.
Oh, for what?
My magic key.
Oh, yeah!
Oh yeah.
Oh my
That's why I screamed and
god!
fucking shot up in my seat.
You do have a magic key.
There's no keyhole on the inside.
Hold on. Before we also go trying to pick locks and open doors and shit, let's maybe figure out what we're doing.
Well, yeah. We're just shooting ideas.
I know we got all excited and shit to break the fuck out.
I'm just saying. But again, there's no keyhole on this side, so I don't.
Can
Oh.
I ask a specific question? Stares
Who?
at Delta autistically.
Sure. Okay.
All right.
Oh, autistic.
It's
Okay,
just
that's
what I do.
You know it's serious.
It's just what I do. It's not really that serious. It's just how I stare. We know
Right.
this. So,
Don't we all?
what I was thinking was, so they led us all to rooms. Did I see which way they took Reverence to her room? If it wasn't like in the same hall?
I think you're all basically adjacent rooms to the Reverence.
I have an idea of where her room is at.
Yeah.
It's down the hall.
You gotta be
Where's-
so careful. Don't get stuck in a wall.
I like how you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
But yeah, Merritt goes, we're overconflating this a little. I do have a dimensional door.
Don't you have to
You have to
see
be able to
where
see
you're
it.
going?
I also have seeming.
You have to be able to see where you're going.
It only.
I feel like the
I can
door
teleport
would be
myself to my current from my current location to any other spot within range. I arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place I can see, one I can visualize, or one I can describe by stating distance and direction.
Oh,
That's wild.
I read this like 5 minutes ago and didn't read it fully. Apparently,
Well, I also
I
like
saw the words "place you can see" and didn't read further to that.
for posterity. I also like pretty much copy the whole wording and then change the way it pronouns. The way it pronouns? Sure.
The way it pronouns.
So like if I have a good idea of what the spaces are like, because these are all like bunk rooms, like
I mean,
it's
shit,
a
I can do that
fortress, It's all
too.
gonna be the same. We can all do this.
I haven't used a damn spell slot while I've been here.
I haven't used a
Not a
damn
one.
spell slot while we've been here.
What are we doing? What? Reverence just sounds frustrated. We're adventurers.
We are by
We
some
have killed
by some minor
dragons,
miracle.
plural. What are we? And we can. Oh my god.
I'm gonna shout towards, like, kind of with my face against the door in Infernal. Hey, are there any guards out there? Hello?
And
We just hear Jen say this distantly.
In Infernal.
If it hasn't been an hour, I can hear any language, so that's really fun.
can't we detect? Don't we have magic for that too? Why
If I
did we
use my-
forget about
For that.
magic?
We can also just hear, maybe.
Magic is the whole thing that I do. Why did? That's like I can't even. I barely know how to use a sword. What? Reverence just sounds so like out of her mind, like frustrated and upset, and just she's having a bad time. What is spirit?
I got a question. Do you think these walls are thicker than 1 inch of stone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
1 inch is just a little.
It is a little.
Does anybody respond?
No.
Nobody responds. Does it
They
sound
would-
like anybody's out there or anything, or does it sound like they just left us alone?
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, I know how to play Dungeons and Dragons for sure.
We don't
Let me
forget.
make it pen instead.
We don't forget how to play this game.
It's still Benji, even though I switched it to pen mid-roll.
That's
Weird.
okay.
After you click the button, it'll be whatever you had it on.
Yeah, strange.
As far as you can tell, you can't hear anything.
Borrowed knowledge? What is it?
Hey, Parrot! Hey! Hey, Parrot, can you hear me? Parrot!
Hey, Peric, one of them that needs to regain their energy.
Smart. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I've never seen a spell before.
It'll be okay. You have many more spells than I do.
I know. This
I'm
is
so
not-
good at Dimension Door because it's one of the 10 things I have.
I'm just like looking because I'm trying to. Isn't there a spell to fucking find out if there's somebody near you?
Detect
One thing
creatures.
I was also thinking of doing, I could go to sleep with my sleep mask on, like a night's
That's-
rest,
Yeah.
and just like walk around and look.
That's true.
I'll take 1d4 psychic damage for ending it early, but I mean that's not
That's such a good idea.
it's not that bad. Yeah.
I mean, detect. Well, I can't do it because it's not prepared. But detect evil and good. Well, it doesn't matter because I can't do it because it's not prepared. So never mind. It's just
Yeah, this is in
Presumably-
Baldur's Gate 3.
detect evil and good, right? Come on. What it detects fiends. So within 30
Theoretically.
so I would know
Theoretically, that
they're there, but I don't have it prepared, so I can't do it, and it's not
Oh.
useful in the morning.
yeah.
Reverence is frustrated. Screwed by the confines of the game rules.
We're good, we're fine.
We're fine. It's gonna be okay.
No, it goes. It's been a while, but I guess I can go ahead and use my sleep mask to take a look.
Don't you have to fall asleep?
I do,
Okay.
so it might be a minute if you guys can be patient.
Not my virtue, but I can try.
Okay, well, I guess I'll be woken up by the explosions if you want. He ends the call.
Well, okay, there he goes. Well, okay, I guess this is a plan. Prison break again. Awesome.
We love to do that.
We love to break out of prisons. Yeah, I do. It's
There's-
what I love to break out of a prison.
There's very few things people seem to be able to do to stop us. It's
Well,
incredible.
there's a lot of people here, and there's lots of swords. And I think that if they tried hard enough, they could stop us.
Not if they can't see us.
Yeah, so that's okay. So
Guy who's never been punished before.
really,
Guy. Spoiled only child.
yeah, that's another thing. Is like, Reverence is afraid of these people, and she's afraid of what they'll do to her if everybody fuck, not just her, to everybody if they all fuck this up.
We
So that's-
literally lose.
Yeah, he went to sleep. Don't worry. Um. So I guess the rest of us, or maybe some of us, I don't know. If he walks around and finds not many people, or if any, preferably, but see, the thing is that I imagine there are definitely going to be guards at the end of this hallway, at the beginning of whatever. Like, there's no way, right?
Probably no way. I do also have spells of invisibility, but with them being fiends, I don't know what kind of special eyes they have.
Yeah, if they have true
So-
sight, we're fucked.
If they have true sight, we're fucked. But it's one of the only things I can possibly supply. Otherwise, I can change my appearance. I can change others with seeming as well.
Yeah,
But then we're in the same place.
yeah, because you're still coming from the hallway where all of the
Magic
strangers
people are. Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, we could pass without a trace. It's just a matter of, can we get through the dimension door into the hallway and hide fast enough. Is there anything
We could also, if you know enough of where you're going, we can try to dimension door further, but then we'd run the risk of popping in suddenly in front of someone.
That's
So,
the thing is, I can visualize the room with the book in it. I
if
don't
it's
even know. That's the
in
other thing is, I
range.
don't even know if there's anything else we can get from the book. I don't. You hear a thump over the phone, and it's Reverence's head hitting the wall.
A witness is better than nothing.
I may be putting us all in danger for no fucking reason.
Do you think, if questioned, you could play the truth to your favor?
What? That I want to know what's up?
With
me?
you? Yes.
I mean,
It-
absolutely, but I don't know if they. I mean, Suffer seems to like me. I've talked to her a lot. She's very scary, incredibly intimidating.
Mhm.
But she has talked to me. I
It's one of the only other things I could think of aside from the whole sneaking tomorrow was bargaining. But we're in such a disadvantage already. We don't have much left to bargain with.
Right.
Bargain with.
I mean,
Basically.
honestly, you make a very good point because I think I could probably just ask. But then it's a matter of what is going to happen with the rest of you. Because if she comes to get us, or if we're taken to her in a group, I could easily just be like, hey, I found this book. Don't be mad at me, please.
If
And-
we're caught with you, then we were helping discern what exactly it was, since you didn't know. And
Yeah, but I think they'd be real unhappy if they caught us without a high chance. We're just talking about how the fuck we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I just wish I could get into we could get into each other's rooms because Penn's special book would be very helpful, potentially helpful.
Yeah. Are there any rat-sized ways I could get out of my room?
there's a little mouse holes from devil mice making their way through the fortress.
Surely there's devil mice that can chew through stone.
Or, you know, the door.
Oh,
Or the
all of the doors.
I do think there's probably like a 1 or 2 inch gap underneath the door.
Lovely, that's what I was hoping to hear. Hey, Merritt, have that glove ready so I can get it for reference, please. I'll be right there. Click.
Reverence just goes, huh? What glove? I know it's I don't need it. It's cold.
We do come bearing gifts, darling.
I like gifts.
Calls back into the voice call. Actually, I'm gonna give Yorna the phone. Goodbye.
Okay.
Hi,
What's
Yorna.
up?
Thanks for tagging along. Sorry you're in this situation with us.
Oh, it's okay.
It's not, but I appreciate that.
It's not
We're
boring.
gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I hope so. You'll all be fine.
You're gonna be
Me?
fine.
We'll see, I suppose.
I'm gonna turn into a little rat or mouse. Some sort of little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay.
a little one. A littler guy.
I'm gonna scurry out of my room.
We
I'm gonna
both
squeeze under the door. Like in a cartoon where my little rat butt gets stuck for a second and then
Yes.
pops out.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, your little rat butt gets stuck for a second and then it pops out.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Is there anybody out there?
There are 2 guards.
Like right outside the door?
They're not right outside of your door, but they are probably like 2 doors down.
Okay.
Not
Just
slightly
like-
worse band.
You try going to sleep. Damn.
Yeah, we didn't. I don't know, man. We suck. We're bad adventurers.
Do you want to go wake up Noah?
Go.
Now that I'm here, what do I see?
Let's get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
I mean, it can still be helpful for if we to like walk down the hall and see if there's more. You know?
Yeah, I was about to say there's
It
like even
works.
more that you can see than just 2 doors down a shitty cover band.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I did want to mention, I was thinking about it but didn't say it. I did
Hi, I unplugged my headphones. Recount the last 5 seconds.
2 doors down the cover band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And then I wanted to mention that I do leave Hector with Yorna, but I do take the Almostica with me when I transform. That's like one of the only things I
Does that work?
Magic.
like everything else.
There's
does.
magic.
It's
Like
not
everything else
equipped.
does. Like all the armor.
Holding it is a
Holding it.
Where do your weapons
what's-
go when you beast shape?
You're equipped. They're equipped.
Well, I equipped the
They're
book.
in your weapon slot.
You can put
I
the
put the book in my weapon
Hey, listen.
slot.
A book can be used as a weapon.
Okay.
It's an
That's
improvised
the rule.
weapon.
Okay.
Trying so
I
hard
asked
to
one silly question, and everybody hates the silly question suddenly.
No, we love the silly question. We're just
We
trying to
also,
desperately pick this word.
we also never ask what happens to whatever's in Pin's pockets. So
It goes to a pocket dimension.
There you
okay,
go.
well then,
A
with a big
pocket
enough
dimension.
pocket.
Yeah, it went to the pocket dimension. I don't know why I asked.
Because it's funny.
Sorry about the cacophony, but thank you.
I was just imagining a little rat carrying a giant book around.
It
Yeah,
would be
which is
funnier.
a
Yeah,
good-
that's also what I imagined.
It's a good visual.
but it's
It's
not going to
really
make it
funny
through
to
the-
imagine them trying to
door.
drag it under the door with their little teeth. And it's like twice as big as the gap under the door. Shut up,
need
pocket
it-
dimensions.
Shut up, pocket dimensions.
Shout out Pocket Dimensions.
Pocket fucking dimensions.
I wish they were real.
Oh, if only.
I'm gonna scurry over sneakily to where Merit's store is
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and squish my little rat butt under there.
As per Merritt's nature of just being fidgety and speaking with his hands, Pin like rolls in. Merritt's been like pacing, and like basically as soon as he got into that room, he like actually like held onto the jacket and was like, and be like, I'm gonna return it tomorrow. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't forget. And no one asked me. We're fine.
There's nothing
Yeah.
weird going on here.
That's cute, though.
It's fine.
First of
We're
all, he's
fine.
old. Second of all, friendship comfort. Slash,
Third of all, he's
you know. Other stuff.
Pen does a little rat shrug when you are mumbling or whatever.
no.
Whatever
I mean,
weird shit you got
Miss-
going on.
that was like before the call had even started. To be clear, like Merritt, like having the coat, and then the call had began. But what Pin ends up like first saying is Merritt like pacing, and he has like the jacket like held like you hold a coat, you know, thrown over your arm. As if he wasn't like quite sure where to put it or to keep wearing it. And just hadn't decided because it's in the middle of a conversation and it's just something he's been holding while the call has proceeded. But anyway, pin but a mouse this time. Yeah, I
Pen
just wanted to
squeaks, do you have
point.
the glove that I came here to get? Now that you've talked about all this, squeak squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
Now that Kara has established this little bit that means nothing.
Now that KR has established some gay shit.
I'm here to be a homophobe.
Which? Yeah, I was about to say I was holding my finger up. Which we love. And actually, I
So we
hate gays.
apparently. And to be clear, player to player, because it's been as long. The glove is we're taking the magic glove to her. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Merritt knows this, but Ari just gives gives the glove.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Go forth, my friend. Stay safe.
Does a little rat salute.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The saluting face emoji, but smaller.
But it's a little rat.
It's a little rat. Okay.
I'm gonna go run it over to Reverence's room.
Yeah, as
You dragging the glove
I'm
in your
dragging
little
it in
mouth.
my little mouse mouth. Yeah, that's the only thing I can do.
were you in visual range of the guards?
I don't know. I'm a little mouse.
Okay.
I just found a cool thing, and I'm dragging it across the floor.
Do they have mice?
I don't know.
Probably not, which makes this bit even funnier, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Maybe it's like crabs. They definitely have mice. They're just different.
So true.
You think
Bestie.
crabs are mice?
No, I
Yeah.
said mice are
No.
like crabs. You're cut out.
You're dead.
Aw, where'd you go?
No, you're gone. No, it is not. Is it?
No, it's
No,
not.
it's you.
I mean, we
It's
can hear you.
definitely you.
You're like at the other end of the tunnel.
Gaslight gatekeep, girl boss.
Yeah. We were at the end of this hallway, and you were at the other side of it.
I know it was me.
Like keep girl boss. Cool. So I get a glove, and you hand it to me, and I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, you got a glove.
understand. I don't
I-
understand why you've given me this glove, but
I like the comedy of Merritt, Yorna, Adoration, and Reverence still on the call, and Merritt goes, Pin has received the glove, and Reverence is like, I don't know what this means.
I don't need a glove. It's fun. Like it's cold here, but this is not what. This is not the topic at hand.
Just
Why
put the
are
glove on.
The glove is fun. The glove is fun, I assure you.
What do you mean?
It
the
could be
glove is
handy.
fun?
It's a magic glove.
Handy?
Okay. Reverence puts the glove on her. She puts it on the extra scarred hand, the one that melted off.
The
And
one
then
that's
she
a little too melty to be.
I believe they're all right-handed.
And she puts it on her. That sucks.
Or it is right-handed. That was one of my concerns, however.
Was it her left hand or her right hand that got disintegrated?
I don't know which one it was originally.
I'm trying to remember if her main holy symbol was on her left or right hand. Hey, we did an image of this.
I drew it on her left hand. I don't know if that's correct or not.
It is now. I mean, the point being, she's got two now. Because
Is
on
she
her
left or right-handed?
now she's left-handed.
No. Is she left? Is she right or left-handed?
She's left-handed.
So does that mean that she put it on her right hand with her left hand? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so the original symbol's on your right hand.
I'm so confused. What?
I'm assuming that you would have carved it into your flesh with your dominant hand onto your non-dominant hand.
Oh. That's a good point.
Mhm.
It would have been pretty difficult to do with
Mhm.
the non-dominant hand.
Is she left-handed?
But then that just means she already carved it on her she's got one on both hands.
And one of them looks shitty.
And one of them looks shittier.
But not the
And
one
I
you
thi-
think.
Honestly, yeah, not the one you think.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
It does though.
Okay, it
does a little.
matters.
To me. Whatever. It's on her right hand anyway. I'll figure this out later. One of her hands is super fucked up and nasty because it's all scars, plus a shit carved deeper into it. And her other hand is normal-ish, except it's got a nasty scar carved into it. One of them has a glove on it. It's the right one. Which one is that? Don't know. Figure it out later.
Good thing you got two.
Good thing I've got to. Good thing I stuck my hand in some goo and melted it off.
We love that.
It's great.
It's great.
Anyway,
We made
Reverence-
great decisions during Taybot. Anyway.
We really did. We really did.
Best arc.
Best
Best
art.
arc.
Reverence confusedly and like mildly frustratedly puts the glove on. Like, here, are you like what? Nobody's telling me what this glove is.
So, hold on.
Squeak, squeak.
Before, I just want to check something.
Yes, Pen, you're very cute as a little mouse. Why did you bring this
The-
glove?
The how much does the camera weigh?
Heavy.
That's a
Good
good
question.
question.
I don't think it says. It doesn't say. It just says that it's blinding. I click on the camera button. All it says is blinding.
As I am assuming the call is still happening, which is very funny.
It
And
does
as
all
reference,
say blinding. Huh?
Yeah.
that's it.
It just has a little note that says blinding on it.
It weighs less than 15 pounds for sure, right?
Yeah.
So you could do it.
Yeah, Merritt sends is like, Reverence, be very careful and ready with that right hand for just a moment. And he
Okay.
sends the camera.
Reverence jumps. Like, what the fuck? My camera! Her voice doesn't break like mine did.
That's
Is
what
he
the
here?
gloves do. Uh-oh. Is he? Oh, I heard him.
Chance?
Hello.
Yeah.
Are you here? Okay,
He's
you
here.
just. I know that you're.
Motherfucker's just asleep, so
I know, but I was just making sure you were alive still because I love you. And sometimes you
Thank
like cut out randomly where we can't hear you and we don't realize.
That is true. Thank
I had
you.
to Reverence is immediately very excited about her camera, even though she can't really do anything with it right now. Hey, how did you what? What do these gloves do?
Summons a camera.
Give stuff, I guess.
They will
Fellow
swap,
materialized candle camera.
they will swap items in your right hand with the other people who have a glove. So you could swap that camera or anything else to me, or I'm not sure how that's going to work while Noah's asleep. And I don't know how that's going to work while Pin is a mouse. But basically, it would swap items to the next person.
Well, that's cool and helpful. We should.
Uh-huh.
What's going on?
I'm laughing. Hold on. I'm trying to get.
Get through it.
Trying to get through it. We should come up with some sort of warning symbol.
Wouldn't you believe we had
Do you
just
understand
that,
why I was having trouble saying it?
and it was horribly convoluted, my friend. Feel free
Sounds
to
like
add
that.
your
I'm-
personal favorite. We'll discuss it later.
I'm not sure if Noah can hear anything in incorporeal form, but I really like to think he heard that and he's just sitting there shaking his fucking head.
That was a good one.
It was really good.
Yeah, you see why I was struggling so bad
Yeah, it
to
was
say
really funny.
it. Okay. Anyway,
If you empty your right hand, I have another thing to give you also.
Reverence takes the camera and does she still? I mean, does she have her bag or did they take her stuff away?
They didn't take your stuff.
Cool. She puts her camera in her bag and she's very happy because she missed her camera. And now her hand's
And-
empty.
And Merritt also sends this, like, fun, slightly whack, quite blurry, because Merritt has inherited Kara's curse of a blurred image, picture of Reverence and Pin trying to ride the dragon from
yeah.
the combat from forever ago. Because She wanted a picture of how sick that would be, and Merritt sure did try.
Reverence gasps excitedly. Oh my god,
It's-
Merritt, you're the best. I can't wait to put this in the scrapbook when we. Ralisha's willing when we get home.
When we get home. However, that may be.
Sweet.
Pen, you're so cute. What are you saying?
Put your pen
go
up
back
to the phone.
Push Pin on the phone.
Weren't you gonna like give me the book or something? Or do you want to come with me? Can I put you in my pocket?
Little rat nods.
And then, okay, but here's an important thing. If we go to the book room and discover some book things, how are we going to get back? Both of us. I mean, I guess you could how many times can I do Dimension Door?
Hope it's 2.
I got spell slots. Hold on, I got spell slots. How many spell slots?
I think we've also established you can upcast Dimension Door. Because otherwise, I would not be able to.
Yeah, you can
I've not.
upcast.
I can
whatever.
Dimension Door 100 billion times.
Cool.
We're good. Okay. Reverence just is like.
Do we want to
we
hear back
going?
from Noah about how many other people there are
Yeah.
outside?
Yeah.
Pen, how
I'm
long
glad-
can you
I'm glad
stay
we've
up,
gathered
little
everyone,
mousy?
Oh, like a long time. It's half my druid level rounded up, so 6 hours.
You squeak that to Reverence,
Yeah.
and she's like, okay.
Squeak.
Hold up the little tiny rat fingers.
It's weird because
You-
how many? Did they have
All of them.
4 or 5 fingers on their hands?
I thought they
did
only
like-
had 3.
Counterpoint. Pin taps as many taps hard as many times, as many hours.
They have 5. It's easy. Yeah, Pen holds up little rat fingers.
I did Google Mouse hands, and I highly recommend.
Look
at their little hand. They got little hands.
They got little hands.
And they're
Little hands.
they're almost a little bit human-like.
Just a little.
They got little hands.
Just the tiniest.
They got fingers.
Got fingies.
Reverence just says, "Well, okay, 6. I hope that means hours and not minutes."
I think it's safe to say you've seen Pen be an animal for longer than 6 minutes before.
That's
Oh, yeah.
very true. Well, I guess we wait now. Did you guys have fun getting here? How'd that go for you?
It was very cold.
Also, when did you get these gloves?
So, darling, you know we rushed very quickly, as fast as we, reasonably fast, to try and find you.
It was as fast as we could.
It was.
It literally was as fast as we could. Noah's not there to say that, but this is
Yeah.
speaking.
Reverence
It is
listening,
my favorite thing that it's like Team Virtue and Pin just off to the side, unable to speak.
squeaking.
Speaking.
Merritt sort of like goes. We also have several new spells at our disposal. And had managed a trip to Marnshawn back, and had seen Zindelos.
You went to Zindelos without me?
In case he had an item that would be very helpful, yes. But we brought you back a glove.
I was just about to say, I guess since you brought me a present, it's fine. I'm sure
We
I
were
would have
hoping
bought something stupid anyway. You shouldn't take me into that store.
We will visit at the
He
next
sounds
time
very put
we
out.
can. And you
It's
can
like
buy
what-
whatever you want, stupid or stupendous.
It's like
I
watching
assure
a
you.
TV show without your best friend
Yeah,
that
like
y'all
the thing
are
is that
continuously watching together.
she's not mad that you did it before you came to rescue her because she totally believes you that you had to wait because that's how magic works.
Yeah.
But she's a little bit PO'd that you went without her. She loves that store because it's full of dumb shit.
Yeah, and this was all we could supply aside from getting more general supplies. Well,
You brought me a present, so it's fine.
I am sorry that we went without, but
Well, I was kind of trapped in hell, and you had to do something while I was here, so...
yes, because I certainly was panicking.
So passive aggressive.
I mean, like I said, I wasn't even like 100% certain you were gonna come get me anyway, so I guess it's fine.
I think Reverence.
Yeah?
You're saying this in response to us, as we have literally trekked through hell for you.
I don't know, Merritt. Maybe you don't like me.
Queen's alive.
I'm not very likable.
Maybe not to some people, but we are not that some people. Otherwise, how long has it been that
Like
we've
a couple
traveled?
years.
Yeah, that's a good chunk of time.
I mean, yeah.
We care for you immensely, is the point.
Maybe you
And-
just like pity me or something.
No.
We've been traveling together for 3 years.
Damn, that's a long time.
I do want to point out specifically, I also couldn't stand the thought that you would have been hurt or dead or somehow worse, whatever hell would have had in store for you, alone.
Aww.
So, yes, we rushed as best we could, gathered a very quick and haphazard amount of fellow guild members that we thought would be helpful without waiting for everyone, because we could have raised a whole army and then what? Collected your corpse if there was anything left? No.
You could. I mean, Pen, do you still have like a lock of my hair from when we thought we were all gonna die?
Squeak, squeak.
And
I
then
think that
let
means
you
yes.
and then let you go through the torment of death. And the possible chance that you may not come back, maybe. I
mean,
don't know
yeah.
how that spell works, but I imagine there's always the chance of that. No.
Well, thank you.
I did try to contact you also, but it didn't exactly go well.
Turns out stones don't work in hell if you're alone in hell.
No. But beyond that.
Also, okay, I have another question. I can kind of see why Peric and Mirage and Adoration, of course, then Peregrine would be here to help. How did you? I don't even know. I mean, I've seen them around. How did you get Kane to? Why did Kane give a shit?
They kind of didn't, but
Yeah, that track.
They came recommended for the kind of trekking that we were going to do through hell, and transporting through planes, which we needed all the help we could get.
Yeah.
So we did what was appropriate for any guild member, and also paid them.
Oh, that makes sense.
I believe Pin might be out of money now.
Out
I don't know
of
how
money?
They offered everything, I believe, everything in Hector. I'll note that Merritt sounds slightly pained.
Everything in Hector?
Yeah,
3 years worth of adventuring money?
quite possibly.
Reverence looks at Pen the mouse.
Strangling.
Squeak, squeak.
Some Tom and Jerry shit.
But still,
Well, it wasn't
worth-
my money, so.
No, it was some of mine.
Oh! Pen,
The gay bitching of Team Virtue.
you guys know how Reverence feels about money.
We do. That's
Very
a part of why
positively.
Merritt is so strained. But Merritt goes, even I mentioned we had gotten some new tricks of spells, though. I think I can reach across the planes and contact entities on other planes now.
That's pretty fucking cool. Why didn't you use that to talk to me?
It turns out if it goes badly, I could go a little insane. And it went bad, and I couldn't speak or
Oh,
really understand Noah when he'd found me hunched over in pain. So,
well, maybe don't do that then.
no,
No.
but it was worth trying to see if I could make sure you were okay.
Well,
It
it's highly appreciated, but don't break your mind, please. You need that.
Uh, yeah, more or less.
We all fail to use ours on occasion, but it's preferable to have it, just in case.
Hmm.
Now we're just
No.
fucking chatting, waiting on Noah to wake up.
That was the last thing that IKR had to note. I
I'm
wanted
just
very
waiting
badly
on
to
y'all to
also
be-
go.
We're just
Be
talking.
done chatting
I-
so I can ask what I see.
I know.
I was getting caught up, okay? It's your turn now. Let's
They
go.
were just
It
making
is.
sure you had plenty of time to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, Noah, make your perception check.
Okay.
Come on.
Thank
Do
you for
good.
your patience, boy.
Roll so good. You can do it.
I had an amount to get through. Roll so good.
Yes.
Godspeed.
Sometimes this game is wait on your friends to finish role playing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah!
Oh,
He's
yes!
so good!
You've got the best eyes.
He does. Some of the best eyes, at least.
I might see some things.
You might
You
see,
might see some things. So, you see, obviously, all of your friends in the adjacent rooms to you, as well as tons of rooms filled up with tons of demons
Yeah, you know.
Yo!
in like all directions.
Yeah.
Outside your door, you see a couple of guards that Penn spotted. But below you, you see a giant light, which is what you can assume to be the giant thing that's trapped under the ice.
Mm-hmm.
The unnamed one.
How exactly does this mask work
I was
again?
gonna-
It's been a while.
Like, from what I remember, it's like I see
ethereal light.
lights that
So-
represent souls or people or entities.
Don't you have it in your stuff?
I do, but it doesn't say a whole lot. It's literally just like you get to do a perception roll.
Oh.
But I can't remember if I'm like in corporeal form and I can like look around me, or if I could move a little bit. I can't remember what we.
I don't remember if you can move.
Well,
Sometimes my
Time to
brain is
decide.
like.
Or am I just
I
like
feel-
a little? Am I just like a little ball or head or whatever that could just
Yeah,
look
because I think
around?
the point of it's
Like an
look
eye?
out, so I don't think you can move.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
you
I
can
don't-
move.
Yeah.
Part of my brain was like, I think you just have a zoom in and zoom out feature.
Yeah.
Which I don't even think is correct necessarily. But that's how I remember it.
Well,
You
if
can
nothing else-
see very far, but because you can basically see through walls.
Yeah.
Well, at least you can see how many guards are in the hallways. That's the important part.
Yeah.
The hundreds of demons in rooms is also relevant, but
You know.
one thing at a time.
A commotion
So-
would be very bad.
What do I see in terms of guards
Yeah,
in front of my rooms?
there are, like I said, the two that are outside the couple of rooms that you guys are all in. I think you have to go down to get to the place where Reverence found the book before, and you do see below you there's a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Okay. And if, say, for some reason we need to or try to escape, if I look above me, I assume there's also a bunch of movement.
There's definitely less above you.
Huh.
We're probably pretty high up.
Okay. I wasn't sure where we are in reference to everything here.
Wasn't this my room?
Yes.
So we're in
Oh, okay.
what is this room? Have I been in here?
I think you've been in there once.
Is that where they were?
Is that the war room?
Yeah.
Okay,
Where we're
then yeah,
sleeping? Okay.
that's the one where I heard them say, "Do you think we should call him?"
Yes.
I think we should hit him up.
This is ice.
That's ice.
That's
Got
ice.
That's ice,
Makes
brother.
So yeah, we're over here. So actually, we're on the top floor.
Hmm.
There's a
Now
couple
we're
of
the
floors above you,
wizards.
They just don't have windows.
Okay.
Somebody lives in a triangle.
That's the wizard.
Someone's up there in the one-person wide triangular room at the top.
And
Yeah.
it's their wizard.
They're
The wizards.
fucking wizard.
Who's above us the whole time?
Okay, so I do see some movement above me, though. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. But most everything's down below.
Yes.
We got the 2 guards, and that's pretty much all we have to worry about for our hallway is just the 2 guards.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright,
There's definitely the guards outside of your room, and you can see that there's not guards outside of basically any other rooms.
Oh,
Because
Well,
we're
small
special.
mercies.
yeah.
We're special in a unfortunate manner.
Seems kind of racist to me, but okay. I guess is gonna take that 1d4 psychic damage to wake up.
Good morning. Ow.
Nice. There he is. There he is.
Oh,
Ow.
All
Maximum.
4 damage.
Ouchie.
You get a fucking headache.
Ouchie. Youch.
Just teetering into a migraine. Sorry, buddy.
It's only 4 damage. How many hit points you got? So many.
Got 75.
So many.
I'm gravy.
You got all of them too, still? Besides the 4?
Yeah, I got all of them.
We haven't fought.
we haven't done
That's
anything.
barely
Yeah.
even a
We haven't done
headache.
anything.
We ain't done shit. He beep boop 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 called y'all up.
Gets back on the
Sounds
fucking
groggier
grip
than
call.
before.
Reverence says, good morning.
Sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
Pen
All
says
right.
good morning too.
Good
They're a
morning.
mouse right now.
Mouse.
Yeah.
Mouse pin.
They've made their way through.
Pen squeaks indignantly because they are a rat.
Reverence does not understand squeak.
Oh.
Does Mary hear the
understand.
squeaking?
Yeah.
Probably not. Pen is very small and Reverence
Fair.
is
If Pen's in Reverence's pocket.
something like that.
Does Noah hear
fair.
the squeak?
Probably not
if
from the
Mary
pocket.
can't.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
damn.
hearing from the same thing, which is
No
the
squeak.
microphone on the stone.
Yeah.
The stone phone.
The
Stone
microstone?
phone.
The
The
microstone.
microstone.
The microstone on the stone.
Yeah.
That is rather silly. Why have I never noticed that? Anyway.
What's your
Microphone.
report, soldier?
So,
Oh, I get
Got-
it, KR.
Yeah.
A microphone
Anyway,
on
we
a
gotta-
phone. A microphone on a
We have to
phone.
move on.
Oh.
It's weird.
huh.
Okay.
It's the same.
Okay.
It's the same
Yeah.
base.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, thank you
Yeah.
for giving us
Okay.
that, Delta. Now
Alright.
we've waylaid for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's okay. Let's go.
All right. So we got 2 guards outside.
Of
That's
course we do.
pretty much it. There's a bunch of other cells with other demons, I presume, in them.
You sure there's
Naturally.
bells? I think they just live here, Doug. Just not call him.
And
Well, if this whole place is a prison, is it not
Well,
technically?
that's true.
Um,
but
yeah.
we're the only one with guards in front of us.
Okay.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
So as long as we don't make a lot of noise, then. I guess.
Also, there's a really big entity with like still something of a life force
Yeah,
under that ice. That big thing, it's still alive.
Yeah.
that was I
Millennia of
suspected.
Ice has not done it in yet. Darn.
Ah, hell.
Correct. Okay. So, while we're also at it, Reverence and Penn, you two were looking at getting out there for the book. Do you want me to try to go out there and also try to read it? Or do we not want to risk too much more attention?
Well, I was also going to say some invisibility would be lovely, and I can't do that,
That's fair.
but you can,
I can.
and you can dimension door though.
Yes, that would be the easiest way to get me out of here, I believe.
Yeah, we're gonna dimension door as well, and then I suppose. Aw, I feel so bad. Noah, you have to stay behind, I guess.
Oh,
You
We
I
can
was
dimension
try
door.
to.
gonna,
You don't
I
know
was
how to
gonna tell
dimension
you,
door.
I was gonna tell you my plan after you explain yours.
Oh,
Oh,
lovely.
okay, sure. So, me and Merritt dimension door out, same in unison, very quietly.
As best we can.
And Merritt immediately make us invisible,
I can do one of those, yes.
and then we go to the book room. That's all I got. How do we get
What are
back
you
from the
considering?
book room? We'll figure it out.
At that point, I would have one more casting of Dimension Door myself. But we can work on it from there.
That's true, because then we can, because we have to step out into the hallway because you can't see, you don't know what the book room looks like. So even though I could dimension door straight into the room, you can't. So we have to get there. But
If
then
you can describe it to me, but
I'm worried you'll end up somewhere else that you don't
I'm
need to be.
I'm also a little worried about that. There's many rooms, many of which belong to demons, so anyway.
But we will be able to dimension door directly back out of it into our respective rooms. So, Noah, where are you? What's happening?
Okay, first of all, I do want to ask. So you're just taking pictures of the pages and leaving with that, or are you trying to steal that thing?
Not stealing it.
Okay,
That would be a bad idea.
yeah,
Um,
and I do. I mean, not that you'd have to worry about it. Hopefully, with your invisibility, but there, I do. While most are asleep, I did see some movement down below, which I presume where you be heading.
probably.
So there are some extra guards down there you will have to worry about.
Well, I think we're going to go to the book room, and then Penn's going to stop being a small rodent, and then we're going to use the Almostica also while we're there. Reverence looks at Penn.
Pen, mouse nods, rat nods.
See, you don't even know.
You don't even know.
Pen, rat nods.
On my ass about it, and you don't even know what kind of rodentia you are. Penrod.
Anyway.
Although I am glad that you said that, because maybe taking some pictures of it wouldn't be a bad idea either. Although,
And then you could
just a
send them
minute.
to Merritt if you take a picture. Wouldn't have to
Yeah.
get him out.
But
Yeah.
also invisibility, I will not have without merit, and I feel like
Yeah.
it's gonna be a little hard to sneak past.
Yeah,
Don't need it if
it's
you go straight
pretty
to the
much.
Oh. Yeah.
Well,
Share your part.
Continue. We
okay.
might all get out, but we might not have to. But continue, because
Well,
that's
no,
where
that
the characters were.
that was my whole point. I am going to stay behind, basically.
Okay.
It's going to be the squad of you three going and figuring all that out, and then
I
I
think
guess figuring out a way back.
I think Merritt
My
can
whole
stay behind,
point.
too.
Go ahead.
Oh, I guess yeah. You could just turn them invisible and
No, I don't. That's what I
yeah.
just yelled about. Is I don't even have to get past the guards because Reverence can dimension door directly into the room. As long as is
Yeah,
it within the range, Delta, or is this all for
Within
naught?
500 feet
500 feet.
down into the side.
Yeah, but if there's like patrolling guards or just any reason that they just pop into the room for whatever reason, they heard a noise, whatever, like
It is a room
I'll talk my way
potentially
out
of
of it.
worship.
I'll talk my way out of it. They like me.
okay. I was just gonna say my end of things will just be
If
if you guys need backup or distraction of any sort, you can just give me a ring and I'll bust out of here
I start going
Yeah.
crazy.
and I'll do my thing.
Do your thing.
Yep.
Okay.
So
But
then
yeah,
it
I'm
comes
just the
down to
backup.
Okay. So do we? So we have to decide now. Do we want to walk there with invisibility, or and bring Merritt with, or do we want to me and Tiny Little Pen dimension door there, take pictures of the book and send it to Merritt?
I don't think it's within 500 feet.
Well, there you go.
Mhm.
Question asked and answered. Thank you, DM. Problem solved. Well, problem
Mostly
Answered.
solved.
method
Problem answered.
chosen. Method chosen. This
Method
is a very
chosen.
large fortress. It makes sense that it's that far away. Which is
Yeah,
also
'cause
unfortunate, though, because we will not be able to dimension door back into our rooms from there, which was also part of the plan.
No, but it'll be.
How many
It'll
times
be.
can you cast invisibility multiple times?
Me? Technically.
Well, you only have 2 spells.
Hey, no, I have 3.
Okay, what's
Thank
your third
you.
spell? Is it useful?
No, I have 3 spell slots. I have mini spells, but I only have 3 spells.
Oh, you have 3 spell slots now?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
wow!
shit.
Moving
I
on
have 3
up.
spells. We're moving up in the
Alright.
world.
Moving up in the world.
I got it with my free headache with Contact Other Plane. So,
Okay.
So,
then
yes.
you can cast. You can cast, but then how are you going to get back into your room even once we get there?
So the answer is Reverence, you teleport into Merritt's room. Merritt casts invisibility. Reverence, you teleport out of the room with Merritt. And then you walk invisible to the room.
You're so right, because I can do dimension doors so many times. Let me just open
it's gonna the order of
it can be
operations
upcast, right?
has to be different.
Why?
But
Okay.
yes.
Did you say yes, Delta, about upcasting it?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you said.
Yeah, because like 3 of us were talking. Can I upcast dimension door? Can I
Yeah.
use higher
You
spell
can
slots?
always use a higher spell slot for a lower level spell.
Otherwise,
I thought
I
that was
could
true,
not
but I
cast.
just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So then I can cast dimension door 6 times. So I think we'll be okay.
Kara, why were you saying it had to be a different order?
Because if you do anything with invisibility, it'll break.
If I cast a spell, it won't be invisible anymore.
Mhm.
So Merritt will have to use at least one dimension door.
Yeah, which is fine. It's just from there we do have to be careful. I will point out, I am a warlock. If we have enough time to just, if I have enough time in particular to just chill, then I could just get my spell slots back and
A little short rest.
just a little short rest, you know?
If we just spend 30 minutes in the evil room, he'll be fine.
Yeah, you know.
Definitely nothing will happen.
Definitely nothing
at
will
all.
happen.
Okay, so we need to keep track of this. So step 1 is Reverence and Merritt both quietly dimension door into the hallway. Yes?
Yes.
And then Merritt very quickly casts invisibility.
Yep.
I-
I reach out and cast invisibility.
Invisibility
what's needed.
does seem to have a vocal component.
It does.
I got a
Whispers?
question. How large is this hallway?
Hallway size.
Normal
Why do you
hallway
ask?
size.
Because sleep allows me to choose creatures, and also doesn't act like I have to see them.
I think you'd have to see them.
Is there like a stairwell or something that's outside of the guard's view that Reverence knows about because she's walked these halls, but that's fairly close?
We're so far up.
Because Reverence could dimension door to Merit, and then Reverence could dimension door Merit and Reverence to that hallway out of line of sight of the guards, and then do invisibility out there.
That's true. Presumably we came up some stairs to get here.
And I would have to assume there are stairs within 300 feet from here. 500 feet.
The way I've been imagining the stairs working is that it is here. Let me draw.
Let him draw.
Let me
Here's
see.
a floor.
Where?
Here's the
Okay,
floor
I'll
above
do
it. Here's the floor below it. The stairs go like this. So from like here to here.
So
And
it's
there's
not
rooms
like
this.
okay. So we're in a circle.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's right. We are in a circle.
I mean that makes sense because the tower is shaped like a circle.
It does.
Yeah.
Me nodding.
Actually.
We're in a circle.
Great brain for all of us there.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this little diagram, where are the guards standing?
Let me pick
Assuming-
a different color.
Yes, assuming that the center one is the floor that we're on for these purposes.
You know, just kind of like in the middle. This isn't the exact number of doors.
Right, yeah, no,
Hmm.
but just the gist of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in theory, we passed this floor to get up here. Meaning I have seen this floor.
Yes.
So
You could port down to that floor.
we could port down to that floor and avoid
We
those
could
guards.
both port down to that floor.
We could separately port down to that floor, or I could come get you and port us both down to that floor.
That would
Whatever we want to do.
Yeah, I don't know. If Reverence says it, it uses less of Merit's precious spell slots.
That's why.
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah, which I can
six-
appreciate.
I've got 6 opportunities to cast Dimension Door, so
You have
one
double the opportunity.
right. And then you need to be casting invisibility. So it's 1 potentially still, because we need to walk through the halls and probably should
Yeah.
have the invisibility anyway, even if we port out of sight just to get out. So that's 1 Dimension Door for me to come in and get you, 2 to get us in lower floor, and then that's an invisibility for you then, and then we walk there.
Yeah,
And
Delta's
then-
cut out.
Oh, that's so sad.
Hi,
Did you
what's
say?
up?
Did you say yeah?
Welcome back.
I don't know what you asked.
I don't think I asked.
We were just going through.
Just
Yeah,
counting
I'm
spells.
counting spell slots. Yeah.
Okay.
So Reverence into Merit's room 1, Merit and Reverence out 2. Walk to the hallway or walk to the room with invisibility. How long does invisibility last?
An hour with concentration, provided
Great.
we don't like do an action essentially
Yeah.
beyond schmoove.
Okay, great. So then that's just 1 spell slot. Huh?
Eh.
Thank you.
Yay!
Sorry.
You're good.
That means I lost my track. Okay, so then we make it to the room, do all our shit. Am I gonna have to use any other spells, do we think?
1 more to get back into your room eventually.
Yeah, I mean, like, while we're in the room.
Eh, probably not.
Maybe
don't-
not.
I don't think so. I don't think I have anything that would do anything helpful for that. Anyway. So then, yeah, 1 more to get us. We'll have to. If invisibility is over, we're gonna have to
might
walk.
have to cast invisibility twice and dimension door
Yeah.
once, which would be all of his spells, and it'll be perfect.
So yeah, regardless, we're good. We can do this.
Yeah.
This is a plan.
Okay.
I just like to imagine we've all been sitting on the phone, like counting on our fingers. Like I can only cast this spell so many times.
Merritt just being like, if I just sit down in this little room, and then Reverence being like, you will not enjoy this little room. We're not doing that.
This will not
This
be
is an evil religion
take a
room.
break
You will not
room.
enjoy yourself, Merritt.
I just love the like, just in general, not even just this moment, the experience of like working the concept of spell slots into the role playing part of it.
Yeah, but it's like that's how magic works. We know, like,
You can only
there's a
do it
certain
so
amount-
much.
There's a
You get
certain amount of
tired.
magic energy that you can put forth into the world, and then you're done.
You get tired. It's
And then you get
hard to do
tired.
that.
And you could cast past that, but that's gonna hurt, so you don't.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Do we have? So are we ready? Are we about to proceed with the plan?
Yeah, let's
I
do it.
believe.
Why not?
Let's execute a plan which we're so good at, and
Which
we
we
never
are
fuck it up, and it always
incredible
goes
at.
perfectly.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yippee!
Will I click the button this time? Yes.
There you go. Let me get
Yippee!
Yeah.
this out. And we'll be needing it. That's how I feel right now, yeah. I'm feeling
Okay.
very
Vine boom.
vine boom about it. Okay.
I'm gonna run my little rat butt downstairs because you can only do 2 people. So I'm gonna
I thought I
go
remembered.
squeakle down.
Just squeakle. Just
Yeah.
hug the wall.
Squeakle.
One thing I do want to ask before this plan gets executed.
Mm.
What are these doors made out of? Wood? Steel? Are they solid? Are they bars?
Let's say they're wood.
They're wood. It's
Way
like
to
a
harvest
solid
it on the
slat,
back of a
like
creeper.
I can't see
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah, it's solid wood.
Okay. Alright, thank you. That's what I needed to know. All good.
I just want everybody to remember that they get wood from the back of a creature. A
Yeah.
very large
Which
creature.
slaps.
Pretty cool.
Which slaps?
It sucks for them, but it does slap.
But it's pretty fucking cool.
It's interesting.
love
What's the
to know
wood
more
like
about
in this, Delta? Please explain it. What's the
Fun.
grain like?
Yeah, tell us
Is
about the
it more
wood.
straight or more irregular? Do you get larger solid planks?
It's a bit like scales.
Okay,
Oh,
so you
that
get
slaps
big
also.
solid slabs that you pull off of it.
Kind of.
Okay.
That's wicked. I'm so glad you asked that.
We did need to know this, actually.
Hold on, I missed the answer because my mom texted me. What?
It's like scales.
It's like scales.
Good.
That means I can only imagine Merritt is slightly unnerved. Like, why are you shaped like this? Okay, well, sure.
Sorry, I have to I'm coordinating.
It's coordinating
Shit.
time.
I'm coordinating. It's because my friends are buying a truck for my dad, and
Oh, yeah.
they need it before they can pay for it fully. So my mom's drawing up a contract because it's going to be like an official sale because
Yeah.
shit's for real. And so she's asking a lot of questions about when things can happen.
Fair.
While that's happening, I do want to ask, do these doors look like they have crafted the scale into a door, or is this door like pretty much just straight up a scale
It's a
that they just put a fucking knob onto? Okay.
It'd be pretty dope if they just put a knob on a scale.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, what if the scales were just conveniently about the size of a door? and you just
Conveniently
rolled
door.
with
Wouldn't it be
it?
so nice?
Pretty cool.
That'd be fun.
No, I think the scales are bigger than the door.
Yeah, that makes
Mm.
sense.
Big creature.
Big,
Big
creature.
creature.
Okay. Let's do this shit. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Squeaking down the hall.
Yeah, I'm
Down the
squiggling.
stairs.
Squiggling and scurrying, scattering, even.
Hey, I'm, I guess, envisioning the room next to me with Merritt standing in it. That's an important part.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, since I know how Dimension Door works, I make sure to stand sort of like
Yeah.
at the edge of a
Don't want to get
like,
I mean, I don't
spiked.
even need
at
to.
a wall.
It's you can do distance too, though, so I don't even need to
Yeah.
know what it looks like. It's just fucking like
So as long as you can
10 feet to the
figure
left or
out
to the
where
right.
it is. Yes.
It's like 20 feet or something like that. How big are the? Whatever. We figure out the
We
distance
know.
and make it happen.
Yeah, we know. Which again
So-
is why I say Merritt had gone up to the wall just so Reverence has room to do this. And then it does,
Right.
and then it's done, and we're good, and you don't bump into
Yeah.
me.
I don't bump into you. Okay. Now,
There's
this
one.
is the very important part. Yeah, there goes the spell slot. You gotta. Okay. So how is this like? Because there's a Delta's right that there's an auditory component or a spoken component, but it could be whispered. Yes,
Probably.
presumably. People can whisper.
We'll say yes and make you roll a stealth check.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was gonna be my next like kind of question is how we're gonna handle the stealth check. Meaning, like, do we need to do it right now and then? do
No, I
this?
want him to do it when he casts it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm also gonna try to, stealth, even though we're about to be invisible. I'm still gonna, you know what I mean.
I understand.
Okay, so then I grab Merritt, and we go. I
I'm
say,
grabbed.
we cannot fuck this up.
Yeah.
Hey, I know that we already have invisibility, but will pass without a trace help you guys at all?
It would add on to our rolls, yes.
Yeah, I think. Oh, what is pass without a trace? Pass
It-
without a trace.
it's
is such a
concentration.
low spell
Adds
slot.
10. It's
Oh,
a
but
low
it's-
spell slot.
It
We
is
could both
concentration.
cast. It is concentration, though. So, like, we'd both be casting. Like, you'd have to cast your spell first, and then I cast invisibility.
Yeah, but I
So-
can concentrate on a spell and cast another spell that's not concentration
You can?
without losing concentration. That's a
Yep,
question.
yep.
I said it like a statement, but it's a question.
I think that's
Oh.
true.
I don't remember how to play Dungeons and Dragons.
I believe you can as long as it's not another concentration
Yeah.
spell.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dimension Door is not, and that's
Yay!
what I'm casting.
That's such good news for me.
very helpful.
Personally.
Okay, so then before and pass without a trace is a way lower spell slot, so this is irrelevant to our count. So I am gonna cast pass without a trace
Okay.
down the spell slot there,
Well,
and then
yes, that's fine.
is it
Yes.
all right? And then I'm gonna mark another spell slot down, and we're gonna Dimension Door into the hallway
And then the real test.
and pray. Reverence is praying as she does it. She does that a little bit every time she casts a spell, but now she's
But
really doing
it's
it.
really emphasized.
And now we are in the hallway.
Yes.
We're in the
Merritt,
lower,
Merrick
and
cast
I
invisibility
very-
so fast. Wait, no, we're not in the hallway. No, wait. We're in the floor down.
the floor down.
We don't have to worry about the guards, but we still should sneak and shit.
Yeah, that's what I was still worried about. We've established we were going a floor down. We know that.
Sorry, there's so much going on right now that I keep
Floor. We love to plan
Losing
and
it.
panic.
yeah.
But yes,
We're going
we-
up floor down, but we're still gonna do invisibility and be stealthy. But we don't have to worry about the guards that are standing outside our doors.
Yes.
So yeah, we have Dimension Door down now.
Pen's there.
Pens in my
Squeak,
pocket.
squeak, squeak.
Pens,
Squeak,
no,
squeak,
pens there. Yes.
This
And now-
this has not come up. But if you wanted to be invisible, get close. It's not gonna. It simply cannot. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to scurry. I had popped up invisibility for description only, but in the context of this, I will also go ahead and pop it up. It still says description only, but I don't care. Same difference. I cast it and touch both of us to do so. And I make a stealth roll.
You're not gonna make
Yes.
Pen invisible? That's very rude.
I assume you're very close to the wall, and we probably are not. Is my reasoning on that. Would I love to make you invisible? Yes. Did we discuss it? No. So does it happen? I unfortunately not, because I do have to touch whoever I'm making invisible.
Yeah, so you have to upcast it to touch multiple people.
Merit's always up.
Well,
casting.
I'm always upcasting. I can hit. So like, I'm already casting at 5th level.
Oh.
So 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. I could hit 4 people.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put pen in my pocket. If pen is in my pocket without getting touched for invisibility, would there be a floating rat?
That would be
That's what
I
I
think
was
it would no
wondering.
for the same reason that the Almostica is equipped.
Okay, so then pen's in my pocket.
Pen's equipped.
Equipped
And we're
pen
I have
Is
equipped
equipped.
pen.
as an improvised weapon.
Is an improvised weapon.
An improvised rat.
Excellent. And we are getting invisible. Do I need a
Here.
stealth check as well?
No, just Merit does because he's saying things.
Because
for the
I am
spell.
speaking. I'm speaking Sylvan to cast
Yeah.
the spell. So stealth and then plus 10
Yes.
because of pass without trace.
There's got to roll for talking this shit.
wait,
Well, it's fine
How
because
is
it's
that a
19.
plus 10?
what does
Oh
it
no,
add?
it's
Without-
plus 19. It's 19. I understand. I thought you already had
No.
the plus 10 in there. That makes sense.
No,
Nope.
that's how pass without
I
trace
was like-
does.
What do you mean you rolled a -1?
We have to remember, D&D is manual.
I
D&D is
understand, I
manual. We have to
understand, I
add it
understand.
ourselves.
We have to do math to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Baldur's Gate 3.
It's the worst part of the game is the math.
Uh,
So what are we asking the almost?
Just felt right.
We
didn't it?
we didn't think that far ahead. We probably should have.
we'll know when we get there.
We'll figure it out once we're there.
That's what we love to do. That we already know this about ourselves.
Favorite way to
At
approach.
this point, y'all are doing all this to go take a picture of a bunch of squiggles in a book.
We're not taking pictures. We're gonna
Hello,
read
sorry.
it.
We are
Whoa,
going
welcome
to
back.
we are going to fully read
But-
it at this point. We might take
Wait, you-
pictures
you
as well,
can?
so we have it. But
I thought you couldn't understand any of the writing in it.
That's why we're
we're
taking
going to
merit.
try. That's what I'm here for.
Ah, okay.
Not just
I
because
got
I'm
you.
pretty.
Well, it is because you're pretty too.
Well, you
Yeah,
wouldn't
although-
know that because he's invisible.
Well,
Because he's invis-
True. That's true. Okay, so we go to the book room.
Okay.
Stealth. Assuming my 19 passes, we
Yes,
very
you do not
quietly-
get noticed.
Yippee!
Um,
we-
Lucy.
both of you have a stealth check for the journey there, though.
Yes. Holding hands.
So plus 10, so it'll be okay.
Advantage because invisibility. I mean, yes or no.
Yeah, why not?
Mm. I can see it either way because it's like if we're going to be heard at this point, but this is part of the benefit of invisibility. So
Yeah, well,
I will
it
go
won't-
ahead and do advantage.
How did you? It won't let me do advantage from the.
I have
You
an
can always
option
just
turned
roll it
on.
twice.
You can roll.
I
it
mean, yeah.
twice.
I will, but I was just. Oh, there it goes. Now
In the
it's-
settings,
it changed
you
it
have.
over there.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
I think we stealth pretty okay.
Yeah, 27 and 29, pretty good.
I think that's all right. I think we can
I
make it
can't
to the
stop.
room like that.
All right,
God
you-
willing.
You
Mhm.
navigate down to the room and find it unguarded.
Thank God.
Nice. Door open. I assume no one's in there worshiping.
Yeah, you open the door and it seems to be empty still.
Woo! We get in there and we shut that door behind us.
Yep.
Cool.
And hope nobody comes in here.
Is there like a lock or anything
There is
on the
not
inside?
a lock on this door.
Okay,
Hmm.
it's just worth asking.
Is there like a chair we could prop under the knob?
So you're gonna say you could.
Mm.
do
You
all
are
classic.
invisible.
Well, yeah, but we won't be once we start doing stuff, huh?
Yes and no. So, all right.
I think you can read.
We
you
can.
just can't
I was-
attack
Yeah.
or cast a
Yeah.
spell.
Okay.
Like we can do some things, but there's lines because it basically goes anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's person. The spell ends for the target.
Well, Pen's
That
got to unwild shape,
attacks or
though,
casts a spell. So, yeah,
so Pen will be visible.
I like to think you start to take them out of your pocket and they are unequipped, and then they're just
Rat.
Right.
you know.
Yes.
Because I could have also
Suddenly
cast
there's
it
a
on
toy
them, but it is funnier to just imagine a rat
I
suddenly.
mean, but it would. I mean, them unwild shaping would kill the invisibility anyway.
Yeah, it would. But anyway,
So Pen is visible. We are not. It's really good.
I don't remember how I described this room the first time, but I have imagined it that there are like, what's the word?
I think
Pews.
there are pews.
Oh,
okay.
there's pews and shit. Okay.
So they're not like you physically could, but I think that would remove your invisibility to prop it up against the door.
Yes. Well,
And it would. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I feel like I shouldn't be talking. My bad. Never mind.
hi.
Talk. We
Well-
love you.
I know, but like Noah's not there. He has no input.
If you have a detail that like helps it further inform the game, I don't know if that's too bad.
You metagame with your friends. If the DM says it's okay, does the DM?
I
say
just-
okay?
Yeah, say it.
Feel like if one to were try to walk in there, even if your invisibility was still on, which, as I said, probably would get rid of it. And the fact that you blocked the door, you all of a sudden you cannot talk your way out of it.
Well,
Mm,
True.
I wasn't gonna try. After Delta said they were pews, I gave up on that anyway. So
which
Ah.
I asked mainly for the locked thing because I was under the impression it was like a private worshipping space,
Yeah.
but I wasn't sure how private.
Yeah.
So, otherwise, I think we're good.
okay. Well,
But
let's
yeah,
fucking hear.
I can concentrate for an hour, but we can work on how whether or not it breaks. We can just work from there.
I mean, you don't need to cast any other spells, do you? Because I've got enough dimensions doors to get us.
Technically, no.
Because I can, if we walk back,
You can return me and then return yourself.
right. So if you drop invisibility now and we do our shit, and then when we're leaving, you cast it again. We go back to the lower floor
I
dimension
think
door
I
to
will
your
hold
room,
it
and then
as-
into my room.
Yeah, I think I will still hold it as long as I can, just because of the nature of this mission.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
but-
It's just that Pen's visible, so it seems a
Yes.
little.
Um,
And how am I going to be able to talk my way out of it if I'm not there, but Pen is?
we'll figure out. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
We'll get
it's
there when
fine.
we get there.
Book. Is my necklace warm? Ow! I just hit my hand. It's okay.
That was the necklace.
Attacking me.
Right now, no.
I'm approaching the book.
Is the book still open?
I think the book is closed again.
Oh, that's fine.
Pen is a person now. Yes? Pen, are you a person?
We don't
Yeah, I'll
want
be
to
a
speak for
person.
Pen.
You sound so sad to be a person. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
They are.
But we do need potentially the almost to go. So, Reverence just says, I don't know where you are, but come here to Merit.
Well, we've been holding hands.
Oh, we've been holding hands. Okay, we're
You
still
know
holding-
we use the buddy system. But yeah, no, Merritt, does get closer as per needed.
Reverence says, let me handle the book. I don't trust it enough to just don't touch it. I'll touch it. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
we approach it, and I reach out to it, but I don't touch it yet. What's it feel like? How's it? What are the vibes?
Of the book?
Yes.
Yeah. of the whole.
Rancid. It's
Rancid?
It's a
So
school
good.
book.
Is it more or less rancid or the same rancid than last time I was here?
About the same.
Okay, well that's
Okay,
good.
consistent.
Yeah, the
Consistently
consistency is good.
Consistently rancid.
Great. I don't open it
Sneaky.
straight away, but I lay my hand on the book. Does it attack me?
Does it bite?
Does it bite me?
No. But I do think your necklace starts to grow warmer as you do.
Yeah, as it does. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. And does it become visible?
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think if it's still in your hand, then
It is.
yeah. Then it's.
I think if you
it's still-
dropped it, it would be visible. But right now, it's not.
I'm not gonna drop it. Okay, well, I'm not holding it over the book yet, but I've got it in my hand instead of around my neck, and I'm gonna open the book.
Okay.
To just, I guess, the first page. If it'll let me.
Yes. It lets you. You open the book and flip to the first page that has any kind of writing on it. You still can't read it.
Yeah, but
Can
Marriott read
I?
it?
So what we're using, of course, is Eyes of the Rune Keeper, my invocation, and all that invocation really says, or at least what all I've written down is, you are able to read all writing.
Just in general. Or is it like you're casting it? Because
It's not a cast.
Okay.
His eyes just do that now.
his eyes just do that. Epic.
I will point out if this is like a cipher or something, which Merritt doesn't know what ciphers are, so I couldn't say this. But if it's a cipher or something, probably he still can't really discern it, because it's going to be like a cipher no matter what. But if this is like a language, apparently Eyes of the Runekeeper can at least try to convey whatever I'm looking at.
Well,
I
guess
assume.
we're about to find out.
Yes. It's a DM's call, because
Mr.
it just says
DM.
all writing. And we've discussed whether or not Merritt could even read what is engraved on Star Erasure, but we never got that far.
Yes. I just double checked by looking up, and the definition is literally just you can read all writing.
I can read all writing.
Which is a crazy
just-
definition.
You just
Just
can't.
straight up.
No,
Which,
ifs,
You know,
becomes
if
no
it's
buts about it.
nonsensical or a code or something, then you wouldn't
Yes.
understand that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If it's
Yeah.
a cipher, yeah.
It is a language, so you
Oh.
can read it.
Is it my turn to get first?
The fucking
I'm
sigh.
so worried about this.
I would like to point out I want to double check. I'm immune to being charmed.
That's good.
And I'm immune
That's
to a few other
awesome.
things because the Ring of Mind Shielding. Probably none of this will help me, but, you know, Merritt's pretty good, presumably, at avoiding being influenced.
The not being charmed thing might be helpful, you know.
That
It might
sounds
be.
like pretty helpful.
It might be
The
good.
ring of mind shielding do again?
For no
yeah,
reason in
back up.
particular. What does that do?
For no reason.
Yeah, for no
Requires
reason. Don't even
attunement.
worry about it.
While wearing this ring, this one, genuinely, I don't know that's going to be very helpful. It just sounded nice. You are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type.
Fascinating.
Creatures. Oh, this is separate, but I guess it could count. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it.
God, what if the book's a creature?
I just thought I'd mention it. There's other things about this ring, but I don't think they're applicable.
They're pretty crazy.
What, you're looking at it also now?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
I loved it, is the thing.
It's good.
And Merritt loves to be obfuscated. Don't perceive
Do not perceive.
what I am. Perceive what I want you to think I am. Teehee?
Now, is that Merritt saying that or KR?
Yes. That's one of those things that carries over. That's one of those things that most of my characters will inherit.
Yeah.
It's just how it's gonna be.
It's just how it is.
Heart, love, and light.
Tell us about that book.
You feel a sensation that is a chill run down your spine. And I think the ring of mind shielding like reverberates for a moment.
Cool.
And you kind of feel something probing at you, but it can't get in.
Thank God. Oh,
Cool. Okay.
gonna relay that information.
Yeah, I'm just trying to absorb. Because I was like, okay, given what we've been told about this, I'm not going to. I'm thinking of like a pop-up blocker. Like
Yeah.
if this is like if the book is trying to telepathically communicate with me, I do not allow it. But Merritt sort of goes. So, Reverence, do you remember that ring I'd bought an eternity ago? It feels like
We buy a lot of things, Mary.
we do buy a lot of things. I have a ring of mind shielding, and it seems to have just done the trick.
That's good.
It's very much not, actually.
Well, the fact that you have the ring is.
But that it has mind affecting magic is something we already highly suspected, but
I mean,
confirmed is a different matter.
can you read the words without your brain exploding?
It gives me shivers, but can I read it without my brain exploding? Or is it like magic enough that it's rearranged itself to say fuck you?
No. You can read it now, and you kind of look through it. The Rune Keeper eyes don't let you know what you're reading. They just let you read it.
Yeah, like I basically can no longer tell what what language I am reading.
Yeah. It seems to be a story that starts off about the gods.
Oh, sweet lore.
Reverence flips pages as instructed, still not letting. Merritt touch it.
Merritt does not touch it, but he proceeds. I can, and it seems to be a thing about the gods. Lovely. And we proceed to go through. I am very mindful of any names. There could be a name in here that will kill us instantly. So
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, any very unfamiliar words.
Yes.
Just don't say them.
Yeah, if there seems to be a
okay.
proper like a proper noun, Merritt sort of just like hesitates and goes, "That seems to be a name." And then
as soon as you say
depending on context, maybe like says it like.
There is no names.
Cool.
As far as you can read, there is descriptions of the gods and their powers. It's a bit obscure like that. You can't tell exactly which god it is that they're talking about. A couple come to your mind, but you're not sure which one it could possibly be.
Yeah, especially not Merritt. Reverence may get some like a little more sparks of recognition, but it's still strange.
Yeah. But it skirts around names, and you kind of get the feeling that is on purpose.
Yes. Given the nature, it does not surprise me, but it was worth fearing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay. Does so it has no proper names. Does it have like titles?
It starts referring to certain gods by their characteristics. So like this is the god of summer.
It's epithets. It's epithets.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, that's what I suspected.
They're brown orbs. The taller one.
Yeah. The taller one. Exactly.
Okay. And it's just describing each god.
No, it is telling a story about them that seems to be about maybe the beginning of everything.
Okay. Creation mythology. Excellent. Not mythology, but you get it. Creation story.
Yes.
Um is there a story in which you want to continue to pop off, or should we continue to ask questions?
I
just
can tell
wanted
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because ostensibly, like, Merritt is going to like regale as much as he thinks he can until it like
It's
until
just
it's
story
clear
time.
that until it's clear that story time. Yeah, that they're
Merit's
not
just reading the story
immediately
to
in danger.
Reverence because she can't read it.
Reverence and
Pen's
Pin.
also there.
And Pen,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry. Pen's just kind of standing to the side, like, I don't know about this book.
I'm sorry, but I also can't think of, I can't help but think about the fact that there's pews, so technically Pin could be hidden.
Pen could hide behind a
I mean,
pew.
there is also an altar that you're standing at. Penn could stand
Yeah.
behind it quite easily.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about how ways to hide, but I digress. We'll continue. So yeah, Merritt regales the story.
If you have input, Pen, you can hear everything.
Yeah.
Okay, noted.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tell us the story.
snuggle in, everyone.
Oh, I can hear him ruffling.
I'm just looking
papers
through my
over there.
notes
Yeah.
really quickly.
Yeah, I hear things rustling.
I'm trying to see if any of this one's as important. And the answer is no.
Hmm.
I have lots of paperwork.
Understandably, you have a very big job, and you do a lot
And it's
to
been
make Dungeons and
forever.
Dragons happen.
So the story is about the creation of a tree, which you seem familiar with. Um, it talks about gods of different temperaments, different seasons, as you would know them, coming together in a big festival and growing this tree from the ground up.
Okay. A tree that's familiar
I'm
to
assuming it's
to
that
to,
world
to the
tree.
both of us. Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. Okay, yeah.
Haven't we seen this tree?
Yes, ethereal plane? Question mark.
Yes, you've seen the ethereal plane. There is a large tree.
Okay.
Yes.
As it continues, that talks about the creation of every smaller god becoming a single blossoming bud on the tree, each one creating a new life. And at the center of this tree is this sort of nexus of all of the veins of those lives coming together to create the mortal plane.
Okay. Okay.
And you hear a thud at the door.
Fuck. Pin scurry.
Hide.
Pen's standing behind the altar.
Great. Good. Hidden.
Um,
Reverence tries to close the book, and then they just, like, stand in a corner or something.
Yeah.
Do I successfully close the book?
Yes, you close the book quickly, and
Thank God.
it doesn't resist you at all this time.
oh, that's fun.
Hallelujah. Is my necklace still warm?
A little bit.
Cool. We're gonna stand in the corner, frightenedly.
Hiding like we would, but invisible
Yes.
and nondescript.
You hear the door open and chatter comes in from the hallway, and two figures come in, neither of which you recognize. One of them seems to be a demon from this fort, fairly regular, not a particular high up one. You haven't recognized this one, Reverence, just someone who lives here.
This is Guard C.
Guard C. And the other one is a very tall female demon who is very well dressed.
I thought you were gonna say endowed.
Very well endowed.
Huge tit.
Huge tits. We're talking door to door.
Goddamn.
No.
Just regular size.
Just regular sized tits, please.
Medium, premium, etc.
And here, hold on a second.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm so afraid that this demon can see us. Just
I know. I also feel so
Blair witching it in the corner.
We should have hid behind some pews or something.
I thought of that, and then you said the corners, and I just went with you. And then
You should have said something.
yeah, I know. I love to not say something and then take psychic damage about it. I'm sorry.
So scared. We're about to get killed.
Well, both of you roll me an insight check.
Oh.
Pen can't see shit. They're behind an altar.
Yeah.
There can
Oh,
see.
that twinsies.
Twinsies. Team Virtue back at it
Beautiful
again.
twinsies. Yeah, you see this person walk in. They have pale skin that leads to a darker red at the tips, and immediately it is just kind of shockingly that this person looks like Reverence.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Is this person? I just want to clarify because my brain is Swiss cheese. Is this person more demony or a little more tieflingy?
More demony. Sorry,
Demony?
more demony.
More demony.
yes.
More demony. Okay.
My God, is your dad trans?
Maybe.
Diversity win?
Diversity something.
Diversity draw?
Nah, here's the thing. Reverence has siblings. Like,
Yeah.
a
Well,
lot of them.
I knew that.
Or, well, the Reverence doesn't know this, but that was what I wrote.
Yeah.
Unless their dad's trans.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
It's fine. But like, I wasn't going to mention it just because like one, we don't really know this. For two, I didn't know how like tieflingy or demony the siblings would be. So
Well,
it's fine.
I mean, I can answer that lore-wise
But it's fine.
of what I wrote.
We can move on.
I won't answer that with what I wrote then.
We know this one is very shockingly
Looks a lot
reverence-like,
like
but
Reverence.
demony,
Looks a lot like Reverence.
which is mainly what we need to know.
Here
I mean,
is
Ugh.
an image.
A little.
make it bigger, please.
Oh, shockingly.
Oh shit!
Oh,
You weren't kidding.
God.
Holy fuck!
Straight up, we're
And the
not
same
kidding.
symbol on the chest.
Oh my god, the symbol of the. Oh
The
my God.
red background.
The red background. So I think, even in stealth, Merritt does not make a noise, but I do think his jaw drops.
Reverence is. Since we're like holding hands, huddled together, you feel her like stiffen, and like her grip on your hand gets tighter.
Yeah, we're trading off on that. It's you stiffen and increase, and Merritt just sort of like lightly squeezes back, like in a silent "holy shit," and then response, "I know." Like he doesn't hold that hard for that long, but just as that quiet, like I understand.
Now we know why Suffer likes you.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
God, yeah, Suffer probably. There's no way Suffer didn't immediately like connect
Yeah.
dots. If
Yes.
people like who look like this are
Just
rocking
around.
around the spot. Look at that.
Yeah,
They are like
It's
a different kind of
uncanny.
twinsies.
They look the same. Oh, but that extra horn spike's pretty sick. I wish I had that. And wings? Come
And
on.
wings. But at what cost would you get them?
One part of Reverence is like, damn, I could have wings.
What the
But
fuck
that
happened
part
to
is
my
like-
jeans?
That part is very, very far back in her head because she's worried about other shit right now.
Oh yeah.
But a little bit, it's like, what? Wings? Come on.
So
I'm certainly not going to reveal myself, so
I know that insight was for just like seeing and being like, oh, it's Reverence again.
it would have
Copy,
been
paste
really, really funny if we rolled super low and it's like, you don't realize this looks like Reverence at all, and then Delta puts the image up.
I wouldn't have put the image up.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
by the description, we the players might have been like, but our characters did not.
You would have had to roll bad to not notice, I think.
Probably,
Like
but
bad.
anyway.
Like,
What was I saying? I know. That's end of sentence. I don't know.
I know.
sorry, I interrupted you and made you lose the plot.
It's fine.
Chance, you're
So I
still
know
here,
the-
right?
Yes.
He's here.
Check in, make sure the lad is still there. We have ears on him. We do. I know the insight was just to perceive with full clarity. Oh, that.
Oh.
And it's gonna be really hard to tell, much like it's hard to tell when Reverence rolls her eyes, I guess.
Yeah.
But does it seem like they perceives and notices us?
Give me a perception check.
Perception
Can I
check.
do this also?
You can. And for the record, this is
Oh!
a she/her.
Okay.
She, her.
Oh shit.
My sister.
She, her. Your trans dad.
Or my trans dad.
Transgender dad.
I know my transgender dad, but it would be pretty funny.
That would be so fucked
It'd
up
be
of me to be like, hey,
So
this planning that we've had for hey, Aleron, it's actually your mom.
Yeah.
There's many things that can happen with Aleron, but he is a very cisgendered man.
Yeah, that's kind of Reverence's dad is definitely a dude, but shit. If Delta just what am I gonna do? Tell the DM not to
Not
the
to
DM?
trans my dad's gender?
I'm
I
not
can't
gonna
tell the
trans your
DM
dad.
what to do. It's really funny.
Merritt, you see this person, they walk in and sort of scan the room, but their eyes glance over you without any problem. They don't seem to notice you.
Excellent. Okay. It's a little fun to me that Merrick got the nat 20 because he might be a little used to this with this spell. Do you perceive me? No? Beautiful.
Thank God.
Anyway. But yeah. Okay, cool.
I think we're just gonna stand here and see what happens.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She walks in and sort of closes the door behind her, leaving you all trapped in this room with her.
Great. Hey, I did have one more question. Biggest suffer or smaller than suffer?
Smaller than Suffer, but definitely larger than a normal person.
Cool. Just wondering.
Yeah.
Continue. Thank you.
I'm sorry to interrupt further. How long has invisibility been happening? This is very important.
Not an
I'd
hour.
say
Not an
probably
hour.
like 40
but
minutes.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
what I was worried about.
Okay.
Okay.
You've been reading for a while to get that
Yeah.
far in the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks at the guard, who now that you've kind of gotten over the shock of seeing her, you see the guard kind of nervous, and looking around the room also, but in a
And-
like skittish manner.
And also seemingly not noticing us, to be
Yes.
clear. Cool. Because,
Um,
again, Merritt was not sure whether or not fiends could see through us, so... At least, like, the average fiend, you know? So, Presumably we're good. Anyway.
But she says, "Tell me more about these visitors you're having."
Oh, fuck.
And
That was
the
me, not
guards,
Reverence.
the guards just like, they just came in. There was one of them, and now there's a bunch of them. I don't know very much about them, but one of them does look a. She's kind of.
I don't know how to say this.
She's kind of Anyway, they're in the tower right now. I don't know what Suffer's gonna do with them. How did they get here? I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. They haven't exactly been very forthcoming with information. And she kind of steps forward and intimidates this lesser demon, and who steps back quickly and says, "Find out."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before turning and leaving the room. And the other fiend kind of breathes a sigh of relief once she's gone and quickly looks around once more and follows them out.
Well, now Reverence can breathe again.
We all can breathe again.
Pen opens up the Almostica and says, "Who is that?"
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I like to imagine we all go up to the altar and then just like all sit down and hutch. Like,
Huddling.
We're all huddling behind the altar.
Yeah.
Because it's like, invisibility is gonna run out soon-ish.
Reverence just says, I'm not crazy, right?
No.
Like,
Well,
like,
yeah,
you
that was
can't
very
see me
close to
pointing.
you.
She looks a lot like me.
A lot like you.
Like a lot. Like a lot. And Reverence, well, shit, you can't see it, but the symbol, did I notice what was on her chest?
I would say you did. It's fairly prominent.
Cool. Reverence says, that's what's on my necklace. So
so in the exact, close to the same spot.
Yeah. I mean, my necklace is longer, but it's on a, it's on a rack. I mean,
you don't need to talk to me about chest marking. I know.
Pen.
Beautiful, great.
Yeah.
And we all huddle.
Let's talk to
I like to believe we are in such a frantic manner that, like, we make the difference between an action and just moving, and invisibility does break, and we all then just huddle.
We're just hiding behind the altar.
We're literally just hiding behind the altar, and like Merritt's ready to cast again, but not yet.
What do you ask the Almostica?
Who was that?
You flip it open, and it's a picture of Reverence.
That's not.
No.
Cool.
No, not that one. I know who she is.
A pair of wings show up behind it with a bunch of question marks.
Okay.
Cool. Did you do a secret roll?
Yeah, he loves doing secret rolls.
Oh,
That's his thing.
That is the DM thing.
Man, I need the Almostica to try a little harder.
It's doing its best.
The thing about
Sometimes
the Almostica is that it is straight up stupid.
It's good.
Started to
The
gather
best is not
this
very
over
good.
time.
It knew my middle
yeah.
name.
That's it. I hate to tell you this, it is dumb luck.
It knew Reverence's birthday, although she doesn't have
Dumb
a way
luck.
to verify that.
You guys saw her
I
better.
like-
Any other questions you want to ask?
Merritt looks at Reverence.
I
The
mean-
almost is like wild magic, but for information.
Yes.
Pretty much, sounds like. Reverend says, I mean, it's pretty obvious that we're related, right?
In
I don't
some
think
form or
You
fashion.
are from here, I guess.
I don't think we need to ask it that. Reverence, since we're all visible now, Reverence shows both of them the symbol on her fucking
And
stupid
Merritt,
rock.
Merritt also tentatively, when it's held out, goes, oh. Tentatively touches.
There it is.
Touches. I
Reverence would
assume
let
it's
you.
just warm. Yeah, but also tentatively, just because. What if it's cursed, but for other people?
Well,
Yeah, it's a valid concern, but like tentatively reaches out for it. I assume it's warm.
Yeah, it's a little warmer than like skin temperature at this point.
Mm-hmm. Merritt goes, I do have a question for the Almostica. What does this symbol, what or who does this symbol signify?
Thank God.
yeah.
Merritt, knowing signs and symbols. Ish. I know we asked the Almostica, but I assume Merritt, it doesn't ring anything for Merritt. Any bells for Merritt.
What do you mean?
The symbol itself is not familiar to Merritt.
No.
I didn't think so, but I thought it was worth asking before even trying to ask if I can roll for it. So,
Yeah. But what does the Almostica think?
but what does the Almostica say?
The Almostica brings up a name, and the name is Devinoth.
Okay.
Sorry. That's
you're
a
good.
siren reaction.
Yes. To be
Having-
fair, it could be a reverence reaction just because she finally has information on this.
I mean, yeah, that was a reverence reaction too. It's more of a siren reaction.
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
siren
yeah.
knows other things also.
Yeah. Yeah. Merrick does have a moment of looking at that and then looking at reverence and going, do we want to risk figuring out if this name will kill us? Merritt is very concerned about this. He knows names hold power. Knowing that a name in play here is literally kill.
Power word.
Power word kill.
Power
Power
word
kill yourself.
Power word, kill yourself.
It's Get a Bag Tuesday.
Get it back. Power word, kill yourself. Reverence says, I feel like if we just asked it who that is, it wouldn't. I don't think it would work if we didn't say the name, huh?
Yeah.
I'll do it. You don't do it. I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though I'm the one who could revivify. Reverence takes the Almostica and asks who is Devinoff. Very quietly and very nervously.
We all nervously look at Reverend.
Just waiting for it to, in big letters, write your father.
Your stone grows much warmer.
Shit. I shouldn't have said it!
You shouldn't have said it. I think that occurs to Merritt right after you say it.
When Reverence feels it get warm, she says invisibility now.
And yeah, Merritt does. Like, hand on Pin's head, hand on Reverence's shoulder, invisibility.
Yeah.
On everyone. Assuming just me being me, I can target myself.
Okay.
Otherwise, I just play brief bongos on my friends, I guess. Anyway.
What's the Almostica say?
And you can't see it, it's invisible now.
Fuck!
Just lay it down. Just lay it down.
Yeah, Reverence lays it down.
We're
It
just gonna have to commit to that.
shows an image of a demon and no
Is it an
words.
we get to see?
Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a picture,
I mean, we're looking at it,
we're
right?
looking at it.
I say that as if we got that same.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's a character for for Siren.
For real? Are you sure?
That is
Are you
that is
sure?
the single most Siren core character I've seen since Malaven.
Oh
I
my
need you all
god!
to give me a fucking second.
Are you sure?
Here's the problem with what's
Oh my
happening to
fucking
me
God.
right now. That's Reverence's dad.
Why is your dad so hot?
Because he's a demon!
Siren,
So-
you just have to join me on the. Maybe I would fuck my character's dad.
I would absolutely. I just maybe.
Join me. It's an interesting place to be.
I got fucking goosebumps.
Reverence
the
sees dad, Siren sees daddy.
Listen. No comment. Sorry, this is hi, how long have we been playing Dungeons and Dragons? Like 7
A
years?
while.
Yes, a while.
Yeah.
This is 7 years of character
Mhm.
culmination. I'm
Mhm.
wow. Is the image in color like this? In the Almostica?
What was that?
Is it in color in the Almostica?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Reverend says, it's my eyes, isn't it?
Merritt also has a moment of he starts to try and look at Reverence, but he can't look at Reverence. But he goes, "I'm pretty sure that whole skin tone is the color of your horns, as a matter of fact."
It's kind of
And the
everything,
gradient is
isn't it?
It's a little bit of everything.
Similar horns.
It's kind of
Straight black hair.
looks like me, huh?
Like scolds?
Like
The
gold
gold
jewelry,
motif.
Let's go.
piercings.
The-
Before it goes away, this might count as an action, so fuck, but I have to take a picture of it. I literally, I have to take a picture of it with the camera, even if it fucks the invisibility. Like, it's not, I have to.
It's fine.
So
We'll
I would
work
like
on it.
Take a picture of it with my camera.
Yeah.
And I'm going to write in my little picture list, in
As,
all capital letters, Dad!
as Reverence is going through the motions of this, I would like to try and keep a lookout, because since Reverence said invisibility now,
Oh yeah, you don't know why I said that either. You just listened.
no, but
we
Merritt
can
trusts
infer.
that it's because Reverence feels something, so he's going to try to look out. Well,
Yeah, do we hear any footsteps?
do,
or-
do I hear anything? Has the world shifted physically?
My
alongside
world is
Reverence's- Yes, alongside Reverence's mental world being shifted. I peek over the thing.
Everything seems quiet. There doesn't even appear to be footsteps outside the door. It
Okay.
seems fine.
Is the necklace still hot, or did it fade after a second?
I think it's still quite warm. It is less so, but it's still warm, like hot to the touch.
This image is so big on my screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Roll20 won't let me zoom in any further.
Here, I can help you. Hold on.
Yeah, thanks. Oh my god.
There he is.
Fucking Christ.
Goodbye, Reverence.
Reverence very quietly says, "Is that my dad?" To the Almostica. Not to Merritt.
Yeah.
To the Almostica.
I think you'd still hear Merritt make a like I think I can almost answer that for you, buddy. But
Yeah, obviously.
Mhm.
But, you know.
He almost goes, yes, smiley face.
Yes, smiley face.
I'm speechless, and so is Reverence. You just hear her make a couple noises,
Mm-hmm.
and she just says, "Well, this was enlightening."
Possibly an understatement, but yes. This was not the knowledge we came. Well, it both is and isn't the knowledge we came for.
If I stated it any over, I'd collapse, I think. It must be stated under.
Fair.
Um,
Okay. How far did we make it into the creation book?
Not super far. Probably say
Okay.
like 20 pages.
oh,
And-
did I lose invisibility using the camera, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know he has power word, kill yourself. Look at him.
Look at him. Look at his cute little face.
He tells people to kill himself and they'll do it instantly. It's Grab a Back Tuesday.
Get it back Tuesday, kill yourself.
Kill yourself. Well, let's check out the book a little more, I guess.
That's what I was going to say. Do we want to...
Yeah.
We could continue reading the whole thing, but
You seen this guy?
have we...
Yeah, Ben, I sure am.
Do we... Are there any parts we want to, like, really go over in the lore book to make sure that we've gotten over them? Or do we
Reverend
want to continue
says-
reading the whole thing?
Reverend says, well, I would like to flip through and pay attention to that name.
If
that's in there.
If
it
that's in
happens.
there.
If that's in there. There was... Force flipped itself open to a bunch of monsters last time I was here. We could try to find those.
Yeah, do we want to find those? Find the lore on those?
Yeah.
Okay. As much as it is interesting to learn the whole thing, I am worried about it being interrupted again. So
Correct. And I'm also not invisible now, so you know.
Can we just take it?
I do
No.
not want to take it.
No, we can't.
Pin, please do not take it. This is not an invitation. Staring directly at the space Pin is supposed to be in.
It's basically the same thing.
I love that he's just going on a journey. We become a podcast occasionally for Chance. He had to go do some things. Which, you know what? Fair. He's taking another nap. He's
Yeah,
not, but
Noah's asleep. Noah doesn't know about any of this. Can't wait to show him the picture.
anyway, but do you want me to go ahead and cast it upon you again?
Not yet.
Okay. But we do want to continue reading, at least find what you were looking at that seemed to have called out in a manner.
Hold on, sorry, I have to answer a question from my mom.
You're good, you're good, you're good.
Hey, you guys seen this guy?
Yes, we have been looking at him.
He's taking
Boy,
up
we've
about
been
half
looking
my
at him.
screen at the moment.
I love that none of us have been really able to write the actual notes. So
Yeah.
it's starts to be coherent and then it goes insane.
And then it
'Cause-
stops.
oh no, there's more added.
Oh, there's more added. Great. Yep,
Not
there
much.
it is. I didn't scroll down. Okay.
I
Anyway.
did have to save some things that I found incredible, but anyway.
Yeah, I intend to, like, once Benji uploads it, I'll try to go through on fast speed and actually get notes put down. But simply haven't been able to so far. Been kind of involved, hasn't it?
Yes. Yeah,
Look at this one little
considered helping the two.
strand of hair.
I've been looking at it, trust me.
Yeah.
I think that's bones as the like helix piercings. Anyway,
It is.
it
It
is.
is bones.
Teehee.
You see this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big fangies.
I know it's my character's dad, but she's not me.
Yeah. Again, I welcome you to the club.
Pretend to be her sometimes, but she's not me.
Merritt, you got to take one for the team.
I'm not
no.
sure if this is the. Although this would.
I
that
think
would
Reverence
be,
would actually like kill Merritt.
Yes. Although it would be prophetic
no.
because hold on.
This guy
I'll
would
find
kill
something.
Merritt.
Yes.
Anyway, how big do you think he is? Not just his dick, just in general, but also that is very much related to the question.
Large.
Large.
Like big, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can hear
like big.
the hair twirling.
Yeah,
It's
I think like
incredible.
big, probably.
Big. Okay, I'm feeling really normal. Let's okay, what's happening with the book? Let's talk about the book.
Siren, now that you've seen your dad, you're just like this. I'm not like that. I'm not Siren. I'm not Reverence anymore.
Ain't like that now.
He likes that now. Sorry. I know constantly I refer, like, when I'm playing this game, I say me and I. Because I'm being her.
Ain't like that now.
Ain't like that now. I just threw my pen into me to not the gnome. Ain't like that now. Right
like
now,
that
right
now.
this second, I'm not Reverence. In a second, I will be Reverence again. Anyway. What's up with the book?
we were going to skip to
Yeah.
where it skipped.
Look for his
'Cause-
name and try to find the monsters while we're on
find
the way.
lore on the monsters.
Look
that
for the
seem
monsters
still
and look
called
for
out.
his name on the way.
You start flipping through the book. There are still no mentions of anyone's name, so you do not see the name Devanoth anywhere.
Yeah. Are there any descriptions that match the mans we have seen? I guess is also what we're looking for at this point.
We're skimming that.
I'm gonna
I guess-
say no.
Yeah, I was about to say. I guess if this like describes gods, probably not.
It's just some
With
demon.
an asterisk.
It's just some
I assume
demon.
it's just gods and not gods and demons and.
Yeah, so far
Unless-
it's just been gods.
Okay. Nevertheless, we're on high alert, but it's not expected. Got it.
What's up with them, Mom?
Yeah, you flip to the pictures of the horrifying monsters. You know, the normal horrifying monster pictures.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Just pulled something out of the wall.
Oh.
Oh.
That's good.
It was just a plug.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, that's less. That's less concerning.
Glad it wasn't the plug to your computer.
No.
Yeah.
It would have been kind of funny, though.
You flip to the page with monsters and quickly skim through it, and it's seems to be that the raw emotion of gods had conglomerated into these beasts and was now retaliating against them and trying to consume the heart of the tree.
That's no good.
Okay.
That's the mortal plane that they want to get up, isn't it?
Mm,
In it,
in it.
in it.
And you skip forward a little bit more and see the gods creating a jail, basically a large cubic housing that they force these monsters to go inside of.
Studio apartments.
How many layers to this cubic housing is there?
And there's 7.
Oh, weird.
Oh wow! Huh.
Huh.
That's interesting. Strange. It's almost like
Cool.
Hell is a 7-layer cake. Hell is a 9-layer cake, according to episode 127.
Well, there's 9.
It is 9, but 7. There's 2 buffers, and then there's 7. Anyway. Okay, cool. So it just like it's not a bestiary where it's just describing specific ones. These are depictions of the beasts that had been made, and then
Yes.
more or less what happened to them, and not like
Yes.
necessarily with the specifics. Okay, cool. Going further, is there any?
Do they have to reset the world at the end of this? The mortal
That's-
plane? The material plane?
That's part of what I was starting to lean into. Does the 7
Do they eat it?
does the 7 beast thing lead into further creation lore? Like, is this related to planes? Is this related to? Or is it just? And then they were put in the box, in their separate boxes.
It does not go into any more detail about the mortal plane.
Okay. Mortal plane or otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, we have that now. Do we want to try and discern more?
We should probably get up there before they are looking for us.
Reverence was quiet for a second. She's thinking, and she was just, I think we should go.
Okay.
I think we should go.
Would you like to not be visible again, my friend?
Please.
Okay. How long has it been at this point? Because Reverence had also been concentrating on Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, I can
Well, it's
cast
been
that
over
shit
an
again.
hour.
It has been
Yeah.
over an hour, but
I can cast that shit again, no problem.
yeah, I remembered after I asked the question, but it was worth
No
asking.
problem.
Okay.
You
So
just mark
you do
down
that
the
first. We get all our ducks in a row. Pin,
We are
how
the
do you
ducks.
want to? How would you like to go?
Well, you guys can't dimension door with me, so squeak squeak.
Can't I?
Well,
Upcast it?
You can only take one person. You can only take one other wheeling
Ah,
creature.
right.
Your size or smaller.
I wasn't sure if it could be upcast or not. So yeah, you
No.
take the book with you when you squeak squeak.
I grabbed the book and then I squeak squeak.
Great. Improvised weapon.
Improvised rat.
Improvised weapon.
Pass without trace.
Yeah.
Invisibility. I'm so tired, so sleepy. That's not necessarily me, KR. That's Merritt. He has lost his swats. Okay.
And then we walk on back.
And then we stealth our way back through. Like normal sneakers.
Like normal sneakers.
And is the plan to dimension door back into the rooms?
Into Merritt's
squeak,
room,
squeak, squeak.
and then
Yeah, once we get in range,
Reverence goes back to her room, and I just
Yeah.
squeak on back to mine.
squeaking
Okay.
all over the place.
Before like we all separate. Again, I posit that Team Virtue is holding hands so they know where they both are while they're invisibility. And Merritt just is like very, very quietly. There's a moment where he starts to say Reverence's name and doesn't, but instead like tugs on her hand. and then it's just so it's quick. Does not fully hug her, but half hugs her. She feel his head lay on her shoulders, and a arm go around her in a half hug, just a real quick comfort because of all we've just learned.
She lets out a very long breath, and squeezes your hand and pats a little bit before continuing to walk.
Mm-hmm. We'll figure this out very, very quietly. We'll figure this out, and we continue with the plan.
Did we make it back to
Back
the
to
room?
bed.
I guess we need
Yes.
some stealth. Okay, cool.
Did we make it without incident?
Yeah, you can make it without incident.
Yay! It's late
Cool.
enough that even the devils are asleep.
Even the devil's asleep.
Question: When
Yes.
they get back, if I'm wearing my mask, would I see them come back?
Yeah.
Okay. When I do see them come back, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna take damage.
Okay.
Yeah, Reverence stays in again, huh? Bad headache.
Bad
Yeah, another
headache.
bad headache.
Reverence stays in Merritt's room for a minute. Invisibility drops.
Mhm.
Just just chill with the bestie for a minute.
Pen scurries off so you guys can have your alone time. Plus, I gotta go see Orna.
Yeah.
Jordan's gonna throw you around as a rat.
Yippee!
That sounds so fun.
That's so fun.
Reverence gets out the stone, dials Noah.
I will, because even though it's meaningless, I will point out, Reverence, you can see a lot. Merritt almost certainly laid Noah's coat aside on the bed.
Yeah,
It's just there.
Reverence saw it.
Yeah,
I would say
you noticed.
Reverence knows.
You had no other context, but you definitely noticed that Merritt did not return something that was not his.
Fascinating.
Yay.
We proceed.
Does Noah pick up the stone?
Noah picks up the stone. He was already getting it out to call. Yeah.
Pen's being flung into the air as a rat, so they're not on this call.
Yippee!
Yeah. Having a lot of fun.
As
Reverence
Penn had
says-
left, where it was bye, Penn. Thank you.
Sweet, sweet.
Noah goes, well, did you find out anything pertinent?
Reverence says, yeah, you want to see a picture of my dad?
Oh, shit.
And she transfers it with the glove. So there's that.
The physical picture with the glove, so it
Yeah.
ends up in your hand.
I guess I'm wearing the glove, so yeah.
I assume we just wear the gloves all the time.
It's
At this
I
now
guess so.
part of the uniform. It's important. Bestie status.
Can it be a
Sharing
cool
gloves.
fingerless glove, or does it have to be a lame glove? What's the glove look like?
It can be a cool fingerless glove. Fuck it.
It can.
Yeah. Cool.
Hell
I was gonna
yeah.
say, can we have customized
All
it?
it says is that they're leather and right-handed.
That
Anything else could be cool.
I like the concept that they might all be a bit different, not necessarily, kind of pre-customized, but not.
You can cut all the fingers off your glove if you want.
Reverence cuts all the fingers off her glove for sure.
I also figured you would have to because claws.
Reverence has to cut all the fingers off her glove. Reverence doesn't have to cut shit. Her nails poke through it when she puts it on.
Yeah. Anyway,
But
Reverend
yeah,
says-
he gets the image. And he goes, oh, shit. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect you to actually find that much information.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest, would.
Yeah, that's what I was
I'm gonna
expecting
be
you to say,
honest.
but
What?
that's why the wind got kicked out of me gently.
Reverence wouldn't even be able to argue. She'd just be like, "Ugh, "Stop." But, what
Please
what's he gonna
don't.
do? Say he's like what? You know?
It's
She'd just be lying. She
It's
has eyes.
inherited. Thank
It's
you.
inherited. Reverence is hot as fuck. I had to get it somewhere. God. Anyway,
Really,
Yeah.
I feel.
No, you're good. You're
Uh,
good. You were correct that we found out even more information than we thought.
no, no. Another thing I feel like Noah would have said, but it's just fucked up.
say it.
Oh, it goes, damn, your mom did you dirty.
Oh
my
my god!
God.
What?
That was the thought in between the space of I did not expect or like I'm gonna be honest. ... And then I did not
Reverence
expect that much
says-
information.
Reverence says, Noah, I am having a personal crisis. Be nice to me.
She also seems to
No.
have a sister,
I'm fucking
which
with you,
I
is
got a
Reverence.
sister too.
who is here. Who is here? There were people who walked in while we were reading the book, and one of them looks alarmingly like Reverence.
Reverence sounds
With
very
wings.
mad when she says this. She's big and she's got wings and her horns are cooler and she's hotter than me and I'm pissed about it. So there. I don't know what else to do
Why
with
the
this
fuck did
information.
you not get wings? That seems fucked up.
What I'm saying, Noah. Where are mine? I'm assuming different mothers. It's gotta be. Otherwise,
It's gotta be.
why am I not a huge cool demon? This is fucked up. Reverence looks a little bit like she's gonna cry, Merritt. It's not because of that, and you know it's not because of that.
Yeah.
Reverence says, give the picture back, please.
No, it transports the picture back.
She just tucks it away. She don't want to look at that no more.
Yeah. I think like Merritt like because he knows what his hat is like, has like thrown it off to the side of like at the bed. And then just like goes back to like more or less half hug of Reverence.
Lean
Just,
on the
like,
shoulder.
Lean on the shoulder.
Reverence accepts this.
Just like holding on that arm and like a gentle pat.
And you know, she goes ahead and relays the rest of the stuff. Is like, so we read the book.
And Merritt like
Creation
chimes
story.
in from what he had read.
Yeah. Looks like the hells were created to hold horrible beasts that were made by the gods on accident. I don't know, Noah. I'm not gonna say his name, but I know his name too. But some weird shit happened when I said it, and I'm scared, so I'm not.
What
gonna.
did happen? You had me concerned, but I didn't see anything else.
Necklace got hot.
Oh, lovely. Right. The same symbol that is on the rock of the necklace was also emblazoned, marked
Carved
on the sister.
onto-
Carved onto the sister.
Looked. I
In-
mean, it
on-
looks
in the collarbone.
scar-like in.
In the thing.
I mean,
in
it
the
could be.
art.
It's red. It could be a tattoo.
Yeah. It's
Either way,
it is marked
somehow
on-
inflicted
on the chest under like the collarbone, which bodes well.
of what I would love to pretend is not my sister, but like what it is. She is.
A relative, at least, you have to
There's
concede.
no like. Reverence looks at you.
Merritt just
I
sort
know
of
you're
looks
trying to
back
be
and like
helpful.
cringes.
We could almost be twins. Besides the fact that she's a fucking big cool demon and I'm not.
I imagine that is the difference between mothers. Difference between having a devil mother and mortal mother. Sorry.
Presumably, Reverence says. I would guess. I mean, I wasn't here,
Did
so
she have goat legs?
that was
Yeah.
literally I was about to ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Merritt sort of like keys in and then goes, "Wait, the devils here can't leave, but you were on the mortal plane. Is it
I'm-
because of your mother, maybe?"
I would guess that she pointed at where she put the picture. I think that one can probably leave.
Fair. And we also haven't seen him bumbling around this fortress, I don't believe.
No,
He
I
seems
would
to
have
be have been,
noticed.
yes.
In fact, oh, Reverence like remembers. I was eavesdropping on Suffer at one point, and she said, uh, "Should we contact him?" So I'm not gonna put money on it, but I would. I would.
Yeah.
And my fucking
Um,
doppelganger wasn't here previously either, and I feel like I would have. Which is not to say, I guess, that they aren't somewhere. Who knows how big this plane is? The monster seemed pretty big, so there could be other places that they could be. But I feel like I don't want to sound full of myself, but he looks like a big deal. You know what I mean?
if they were discussing whether or not they should contact him, yes.
He's probably a big
I
deal.
suspect so.
So I feel like he can probably leave. Otherwise, he'd be here. Probably. I don't know.
At the very least, he's far enough away that he sent someone else about it.
Must be contacted.
He must be contacted.
Yeah, and now
And he
oh my
seems to
God,
have
Merritt.
been. The the winged doppelganger has not seen you yet. I suspect as soon as she does,
Oh yeah,
we
it's
will
over for
have
me.
bigger problems. Yes, more than just whether or not they're going to let us out to go home, unless we hand them knowledge to get out.
I
We're
think I'm
going
fucked.
we're going to be lucky to leave it all alone. Get you out of here as soon as you're actually spotted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I actually was going to want to talk to you guys about next after you caught me up was we do need to come up with a plan for tomorrow morning.
Reverence
Before all this, I did point out we could have bargained, but I'm not too sure anymore.
doesn't seem wise, does it?
We were
Uh,
already at a disadvantage, and now they have even more reason to keep you. Specifically, the whole reason we're here. Here, I think.
Reverence sighs, and she says, "I know that this is ill-advised. I know what the answer should be, which is that as soon as everyone's awake and grouped together, we give the word and get plane shifted before anything else even happens, before we even leave the hall. I know that's what we should do. I want to
But
meet him. I don't, but I do. I know I haven't, well, I have to merit that. I know I haven't talked about it much, Noah, but I have done. I have not even begun to know who my mother was or my father until now. I grew up in a horrible place with a mother figure who died. I have you all, and that's great, but I
there's a
want to know
difference
what the
between
fuck's
that
going
and family
on.
history.
It's not even that I want to just connect with my family. They don't seem like people that I want to have a relationship with, but I
Maybe they're chill.
maybe they're so chill. Reverence says, I don't even know what they are, what the questions are, but I have questions. You know?
Hmm.
Maybe you guys should just go.
I'm not leaving you alone after all this way. As hard as it would be for just the two of us to ever get back home.
I mean, I
Like,
would like to say that I'd figure out how to get home on my own, but I don't know that I would. I'm not high enough level to cast plane shift. I will be one day. I'm looking at it right now in my spell list. No, obviously that was mean on her.
yeah.
I don't know. If you and she says this very specifically into the stone. If you all want to go, then go. I am not going to make you stay somewhere that's pretty obviously dangerous and a bad idea to remain in just for me to talk to my family. Well, talk to the people I'm blood related to. I have a family and it's you guys. But you know what I mean.
Well, okay. So, it's really just like here in this, within these stone walls that we seem to be in more danger. What if we just, us as a group, found a way to escape out of here and just chill, be on standby in case you need us?
Just go
Because here's
hang
the
out in
thing:
the empty ice desert for a little while. Wait on me.
if there's no Peric or Kane, then they have no way to plane shift, and then all of a sudden, they have no. I mean, they have no
No
reason to
knowledge to
keep.
tap.
Yeah, they if they want to keep you and reveal more to you, they will. And
But
I
how
guess if
much
you
will they
need
find us
us,
worthy?
you could have us. You could just give us a call. The issue is if we leave, you have no way to contact us.
Do you know how long does the glove work? How far?
It's certainly over just the
I'm talking
plane.
about a smart stone.
Oh well, yeah, but I mean, you guys said you have it like a system. The gloves, didn't you?
Smart stone would be better in a pinch.
Yeah, but is
Unless
it
we're out
Yeah.
of
huge?
a range.
Yeah.
I thought the system was very smart. Don't get me wrong, but the smart stone ultimately, it
Much more
just it
convenient
was
still.
it just worked.
Just kind of worked.
I'm just saying, the gloves say they don't have a distance, and Delta said we wouldn't be the. Sorry, this is not
Oh
reference.
yeah, we had like walkie
Yeah.
talkies for the smart stones, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not long distance.
Hmm.
In this plane.
Like I said, the smart stones in a pinch. In case of emergencies, yes, we can do the glove, but still.
Reverend says, "Are the people who are not invested in me as a person going to want to hang out in the ice hell for an indeterminate period of time, waiting on me to find out shit about my past?" My guess would be no. Although I was told that you paid that one guy a lot of money. So I mean, reasonably, Noah, how much money was it? The Reverence is spiritually looking you in the eyes because you both have a thing about money.
The one thing we
I
agree on.
honestly wish I knew, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I don't know.
Approximate with your knowledge based on how much money is in a pile, which I know you have extensive knowledge about what money looks
Yeah,
like in a pile.
So, chance, I will point out it was almost 7,000 gold laid out.
I'm
6,794
gonna
gold.
throw
oh,
up.
laid out on the floor.
6,000.
Given that that
Okay.
is the natural state of most of Noah's gold,
That's what I'm saying.
he can probably
Yeah,
pitch
he
it.
should.
That's what I'm
He should
saying.
be able to pitch it.
Noah can estimate a pile of gold. for
He's gonna
sure.
say, okay, the largest pile I had in my room was about 5,000, and it didn't even get to that.
The pile was
I'm-
bigger than 5,000?
It was bigger than 5,000.
Kane can fucking stay and wait on me.
Yeah, I think he can.
And if he,
Uh,
and if
yeah.
not, that I'm gonna have some words. If not, I'm just saying.
I'd say at least 6,000, if not a little
Oh
more.
my god,
Merritt has.
I'm
at
not
this
worth
point-
6,000 gold.
Yes, you are.
That's really debatable. I wouldn't pay 6,000 gold for me.
Merritt stares so intensely at you and goes, "Excuse me? No. You are worth
Here's-
more than any material object to me."
Let
I
me
love
put
you.
it this way: I would spend that much gold to save you, Reverence, but I wouldn't start there.
No, no.
That's so beautiful and true.
Reverence is like, if I could like pat you on the shoulder. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Is that you will spend that much money to get me, and we're friends and I love you, but I wouldn't expect that from you. So that's very, very kind.
And I wouldn't expect it from you either.
I would.
It is what
It
it
would
is.
hurt me, and I would complain to it about you to it
Oh.
so much afterwards.
I
For
wouldn't
so
blame you. The roles reverse, same way, but
I
it
would-
spends gold.
I would never let it go.
It
What?
still hurts me to see it. It hurts so bad, but it's not my gold.
And
So
as a player, I do want to point out. So, Benjamin,
Yeah.
you said, did you say that number that you said, was that your exact amount?
No, that was the total with everything.
That was the total?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was about to be like, if there's 3,000 added onto that because it was 3,000 of my gold, then that was
I'd be
9,000.
Sick.
Be sick.
But I think it was just almost 7,000. Just.
Still sickening.
Yeah,
Still
anyway.
sickening, but
That's
I'd be
about-
ill.
I just wanted to double check.
But okay, Noah estimated 6,000 though.
Yes.
That's.
Yeah.
I know that we're in hell and stuff, but that's about 5,500 more gold than I would offer to begin with. I'm sure there would be a lot of haggling. Because,
Yeah.
but I would have started at about
Well,
500.
that's what we get for
For a
having
trip
Pin
to hell,
immediately haggle.
I'd probably start at like 1,000.
Well, see,
I wouldn't like it, but I'd understand it.
I'm just saying if I can start really low,
I
then,
mean, yeah,
you
I
know,
get what
you know what I mean?
know.
We start
You gotta haggle a little bit.
because I know nobody would take it for 500. I know that. But if you know what I mean? So,
You gotta see how low they can go.
but my point is about all of this
Yeah.
is that if you paid that 6,000
Yeah, Kane should be fine.
gold,
He's
I
the
think-
one that can dimension door other than Peric. Wait,
plane
dimension door, fucking
plane
plane
shift.
shift.
yeah.
So
So
yeah,
even if Peric
That's-
doesn't want to wait around, I think you paid Kane enough gold to wait as long as I take. I'm just going to be fully upfront with you. I think that is a sit and wait amount of gold. Also, it's really funny that we're having this like
I really keep
long
thinking
conversation
like
and
it'd be
Pens being
so
thrown
funny.
like
The
a
whole
rat
time.
and not in part of it at all.
It switches
Yippee!
back over, and Hector's chasing
Yes.
Rat Pen around the room.
It's unclear what Hector's intent is.
So cute.
Jorna's throwing treats to both you and Hector, seeing who can catch them first.
So beautiful. At least one of us, a couple of us, aren't worried to death about everything.
They should be more worried.
They
Yeah,
should,
but that
but
hey,
they love to have
they love to have fun.
And you know what?
That's their
Respect.
whimsical, joyful nature.
Yes.
They're joyful.
Pen is the definition of carefree.
It's true.
Very close
Pen
to
will
it,
do.
at least.
I mean, yeah, close. There are some cares, but it's
There are some cares.
There's some
comparatively to the
cares
rest
and
of
some
us.
concerns.
Pen's jumping around as a rat. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, well, I guess the plan in the morning. None of them speak common, it seems. Well, if my probably my sister, it's I want to pretend that that's not what it's gonna be, but it like for sure. Um, unless she speaks it and comes to gather us, which will throw a pretty good wrench in the plans. When we are gathered, I guess I'll just tell everyone. I will look Kane in the eyes and say, "We paid you enough that you have to stay." And but anybody else who wants to get the fuck out, go right ahead. But I've got business to attend to in this fort, and I am going to be staying. And
I
she
love
sounds pretty unsure when she says that.
Well, my. Hmm. I feel like if we're going to try and break out and not plane shift out of here, we probably should break out before they come to grab us.
late
Yeah,
night,
maybe.
early morning, for what that counts for here.
Also,
mean,
what time would it be?
Yeah, what time is it right now?
Like how much time has passed since they took us back?
I'd say at this point it's probably been like 3 hours,
Okay.
Okay.
It's
maybe more.
it's
Maybe
night.
more like
Maybe
4.
Incredible.
Hard
Yeah,
to tell
sounds
around here,
about
but
right.
it's nighttime. Um,
Because if we decide to book it or whatever, when they come to get us, first of all, we have no coordination. Nobody, the rest of the crew
Yeah.
doesn't know what's going on, and also that causes a lot of commotion, which they'll probably just follow us. So
I agree.
from what I could tell, it was just these two guards. You guys didn't see any other guards like
No,
nearby that would hear us, right?
Mm-mm.
no.
I could
None-
break this door open and just put these two to sleep.
Well, you don't have to break it open. I haven't enough for another. I can dimension door again. I have enough holy juice in me. Mm,
Hmm.
Well, you need to be in your
Are you
cell,
sure?
don't you?
I don't know about that phrasing, but I do have the spell slots.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could dimension door into your room and then dimension door us both out, and then I'm out of dimensions.
Yeah, but then
But
like
then we're out, and you put them asleep, and then we can. I'm sure they have a key on them.
oh yeah, they would have a key on them. You can get
If
back
not,
in or
I'm sure we can
whatever.
figure it out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I suppose that would be the safest bet.
I mean, they'll almost certainly have a key. So, I mean, we could do that. We shouldn't right now because it's 9:20 at night in the real world. But for next time,
Yeah.
10:20 at night for some.
But
Yeah, I mean, because you're absolutely right. Is that it would be significantly better for you guys to get out now rather than later.
Yeah. Like I want us to stay behind and be a part of your whole arc here, but I don't see what input we could have without them trying to get us to let them leave.
The only thing I feel bad about is that this game's about to be all about Siren for another like couple episodes.
The only other thing. Oh, hey, the storm found me. Hi, buddy.
Oh, good.
The storm found.
Yeah, I heard a bit of rain, and I was like, I think that might be rain, and that was just a thunderclap. Hi, buddy.
Hi.
I think. Okay, a few things that I can possibly think of.
Merit or chaos speaking?
Yes. Yes.
This
Carrot.
question requires an actual answer.
Carrot.
Carrot.
Horrible. That is a funny way of combining the fact I want pink hair with Merritt being plant boy. But anyway, it doesn't quite make it to pink, but it certainly doesn't make it to Merritt's hair color. Anyway, so I would still more so like to be a part, as little part as I could possibly play. But we have already disclosed that Kane can plane shift. So even if we lose Peric, they're still going to look at Kane, who we know far less, and is probably, even with the stipulation we have paid so much money, is going to be even more concerned about this at that point. And even if we told everyone to leave, Kane included, and we all hung tight, then there would probably be no... There would be a harder time to necessarily justify our being here aside from your attachment to us, essentially.
Well, if I'm
And
understanding
then
Noah correctly, what we're saying is that all of you are going to be outside of the
leave.
fortress.
Which was what my next point was. I want to be involved, but I was also refuting my own desire.
Mm.
Being very brave and honest and strategic about it, as I am.
I mean, anybody else, like, PC characters, like,
We
if
can
y'all
do
think
what we
you can
want,
be involved,
but
go by all means. Like, I'm not.
That's also the
I mean,
thing.
because we're taking away the one NPC that can dimension
Let's
shift.
split the
Yeah.
party. Let's do 2 separate campaigns. Yeah.
But then I just kind of like even if like Team Virtue still sets aside, Merritt's just gonna be standing there looking pretty, only able to understand what's going on for an hour at a time.
Literally, like, a portion
Yeah.
of this game is just going to be Reverence the game for
Yeah.
a minute.
Yes.
In this.
But then conversely, they want to leave because it's horrible here, right? They want to leave.
It's not been that
because
bad.
it's a
I don't really
very
know. I mean, the weather sucks.
it's a very
but-
harsh climate,
Yeah,
but
I
they've
guess.
been surviving it.
Do they?
Merritt,
This is-
Merritt, the expression on Merritt's face wilts. Oh, goodbye, Benjamin.
Goodbye.
Burby.
Goodbye.
Burb.
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 Burb spotted.
Burb spotted. What is it?
Um,
Did the gloves work through planes?
probably not.
Be so
Probably not,
cool.
right?
That's what I assume.
I'm gonna go ahead and say probably not.
They're not that powerful. They're just some fun little gloves. That's
Well, the
why.
only-
The fact that they have an unlimited range is already pretty goated.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know. That's why I knew the answer was gonna be no, but I just feel
It's worth
like
asking.
because
Yeah.
the plan at the moment seems to be the people who want to hang out and be backup just kind of sit in the ice waste for a while.
Which
Yeah,
is,
that's really-
which is what I was leading to. Merritt's
While
expression.
reference the video game.
Merritt's expression wilts, much like he suspects he will out there, and goes, I don't know that we're going to have the same constitution to survive out there the way they've been surviving here. If we're sticking to your side to help you, do I think we can escape? Yes. Do I think it's a long-term answer to being able to do that. No. The only other thing I could possibly determine after that point is true to warlock nature, I guess. Bargaining further, but that's still not nothing. That's still nothing.
Bargaining for what?
Bargaining with the representative of your father, question mark, to leave here and include us.
Oh, that's not going to work.
No.
No shot.
I don't want to know what his cost is. you know? But yeah. It is not that I'm opposed to leaving, it is that how long we'd be able to survive leaving is an entire separate question. And it is a question I would pose to anyone else who would want to do so, whether they want to leave or want to stay. But I cannot hold it against them to object. Yes, even if we paid Kane that much.
Reverence says this might be a terrible idea.
Mm-hmm. We love those. Continue.
Yeah, we really do. Just go home. Give me a couple days. Maybe a week.
And do this all over again?
Yeah. But this time, rather than you coming into the fort, we have a system of contact now. When you're here, come back, we get in touch. I get my damn self out of the fort. I could dimension door outside of the fort. As long as I'm on the lower floor, I can leave. Like, I can get out of here if I really need to. Will I be in the ice place? Yeah, but I can figure it out. But I don't want you all to just sit in the ice while I try to figure out what the fuck's going on in me. I feel terrible that you went through all of this effort to come get me, and now I'm like, actually, I'm gonna stay. But
I feel a little bit bad I can't help any further so as to be able to stay.
see, but this way, if everybody else goes home, then you get to still have D&D campaign while I also have D&D campaign. You understand?
Yeah.
Don't know what you guys are gonna do, but something.
Merritt is going to be like a sad cat you've left at home and just sit out looking out the window.
Hey, God.
I'll fucking. Hey.
No, not you. Should we split the party? Or will there be ample stuff for us to do if we stay together?
Yeah, that's a good question. Hey, God.
Hey, God, how do you want to do the campaign?
What's your input on this?
I know it's our agency, but like this is a collaborative story.
It matters that you think about this a lot. Delta.
I mean, I think here's the two options, right? We split the party, and honestly, probably me and Siren just have D&D alone.
That's so tragic. But doable.
Doable.
It would make the sessions more streamlined for sure.
We could be done with this arc by the end of the week if we did that.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that
If
would
you
be
guys
crazy.
really want to fucking see it, we can record it.
I mean, yeah.
Very
Obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
Or.
But I mean.
Or you could stay here and I can continue to give you things to do.
What?
I have many things in mind.
For if everybody stays?
Yeah.
He's
gonna
an
make
insane
us
man.
clean the dungeons while you
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't know.
do the laundry, earn your keep.
I trust in your powers, Delta, but as a player and a character, I can't imagine like what could happen next that isn't they take us into a room and say, teach us how to do this or we're gonna fucking like kill you or whatever. I can't conceptualize anything other than that.
Unless the diplomat of of Dad bargains for you and we move on from here, which is genuinely what my concern is. But then again, that's going to be another whole playing field that we know nothing about.
We don't
It's
know
up to you
anything about
guys.
anything.
If you want to split the party, that is totally doable. But it's also totally doable to not.
I'm going to say Reverence definitely sees the look on Merritt's face. He is kind of affronted and a bit desperate and torn. Especially after the conversation we had just had of like he would never leave Reverence alone unless she is explicitly asked, and we are towing into that territory.
We can also like sit and think about it.
Yes, because we have an amount of time to do so.
Yeah,
now.
we can end now and sit on this. I mean, I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm pretty sure I have my answer and it split the party, but we can take some time before locking it in.
It's just like, I don't think any of us would leave Reverence.
Yeah.
It fucking tells you to. You know? And like,
yeah, but Noah would be like, "Yeah, y'all go. I'm gonna go chill on the ice."
I mean, yeah, no, okay.
Mountain Man.
It's just like, Reverence's point of view on this is the people I care about are in danger here. And we can't do what the people who are putting us in danger want us to do. So, in Reverence's mind, it is unavoidable that tomorrow, when they get woken up and taken to the whatever room, things are going to go very bad, very fast, and all our friends end up dead. Because they wouldn't do what the demons wanted them to do.
We
I'm
also
talking about-
could just be being a little racist, and they might
Yeah,
not
like, I
just
just
kill
wanna
us
say
as
nobody's
soon
done
as we
anything
say
evil.
no.
I
That
keep
is
being
also
like,
my
should we
worry.
break
Like,
them out
what
of
if
hell?
we just
Okay, but
say no?
hey, here's the thing though. I fucked with that book. The book is bad, and they worship that. You know what I'm saying?
This does play
Like-
into why I was thinking the party could stay, but our extended party could leave, because we can't do anything, and they know we can't do anything. Is that worth killing? That's a big question. In the same way, it's a big question about literally anyone who has us captive doing. You know.
Yeah, but then how are we gonna? The extended party are the ones who can plane shift. Looking.
Yes, but like
I have ideas for either way. So
Okay.
why don't we leave it for now, and I
Yeah.
will write out what I want, and then whichever one is the most appealing, I'll tell you which one we should do.
Okay,
Yay!
that works. Done. It.
Tell us what to
Still
do.
Yay!
We don't have to worry about it anymore.
I think
I'm so worried about it.
I think game-wise, yippee, if we stay here, I think it would be smart to narrow it down to just Kane and the four of us. Because we need somebody to go back, and we gave him so much money.
We gave him $7,000. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, game-wise, if we're staying here, I think narrowing down the party would be a good idea. It would
Yes.
just
Yeah.
make it run smoother.
yes,
That was part
We
of
do
my
have
other
quite a
point.
large
that-
party here.
that is also my thing. Like, these are bystanders to.
Yeah,
we
that's
were just
what I-
going to rescue Reverence. Now this is a whole other thing.
Yeah,
I don't want them
well,
tied up in this fashion unless
That
they
is-
genuinely sign themselves up at this point, which
Also-
I don't expect them to. They don't have to.
No, I mean, even if they wanted to sign up, all of the Reverence would be like, I need you guys to go. This is too much for all of us to be here, especially Peric,
Yes.
who is the one that the people recognize as the one who can teach them. Peric's
Yes.
got to go.
Yes, that we pointed
absolutely.
out.
Ad-
I don't
Adoration
think they
is a
even know
fight
about
tooth and
Kane.
nail.
So
I don't
Not-
have it written down, but I want to point out Merritt might have Peric's number.
I broke my fidget spinner.
No,
no.
Saddest one sentence you've ever heard.
It is.
Put that on Reddit.
First my putty's too
Um.
sticky, and now my fidget spinner's broke.
God. What a day.
I know.
Devastating.
Day.
It's
Anyway,
been a long day.
part of Reverence's thing is that half of these people don't give enough of a shit about her to stay and let her do this shit. So those people are going regardless of what is chosen beyond that.
And also, I know Adoration probably wants to be there for Reverence, but
She
she
needs to go
does not need
home.
to be here.
No,
she needs
she
to
She's
go
needs
gonna
to go
home.
home.
die.
She's going to get forcibly indoctrinated again.
Yeah, Reverence will have
Again.
a very serious, sweet, and gentle conversation with Adoration that's like, listen, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so sorry that I'm in this situation. It's so dangerous here and you need to go. Go watch after my son. Okay?
Someone, we need multiple eyes on the sun.
You gotta watch
Please.
the boy. And then, I mean, Reverence will, well, okay. We're gonna let Delta decide what to do,
Yes.
and then we go from there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Done.
I will straight up point out. I know we've already established this, or already established Delta's gonna cook. Genuinely, it's going to be hard to convince Merritt to leave.
Reverence is gonna kick you out on your ass.
Merritt is so ready to be as cordial as he fucking can to stay.
Merritt's ready to be in court.
Look, let's find out how different a Devilish Court is from Fae. Guess what? It's gonna be possibly less than we imagine, or more.
I mean, probably.
But yeah, like, again, Merritt knows the situation, even if he can't understand the words.
I mean, regardless of
So-
what Delta picks, Reverence will be trying to convince everyone to get
Yeah.
out of here.
Which
But
I'm putting it out into the universe, so it's also like understood. That's where
it'll
Merritt
be
is at.
a fight. It'll be a fight if we end
Yeah.
up splitting the party. But hey, that's characters, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's role playing. Fun stuff.
So yeah.
All right. Well, Delta, cook. Jesse, we have to cook. Delta,
Delta, we have to cook.
Well,
God. So yeah.
we did
I
it.
think playing D&D is the closest thing to meth that you can do.
I don't
I'm
know
not sure about that.
Huh?
You know,
I'm not
No, I
sure about
missed-
that.
I missed the bit slightly.
I said I think playing D&D is about the closest thing you can get to doing meth.
No, I think doing meth is about the closest, or making meth is about the closest, Ian.
Listen,
Technically,
saying-
depending on how you're playing D&D, you can get closer. I don't think we're very close. We're
I
not.
don't think we're close to doing meth in Dungeons.
None of us are. None of our characters are smart enough to be like. I wonder how I make a meth.
I wonder how do I do drugs?
Merritt knows how to do drugs. He
There's
doesn't
a
know how to
little bit
make
of drugs, but not meth. Man, that was a good session. I love you guys so much.
I love
Dungeons
you
and Dragons
so much.
Your dad
You
is
see
so
her dad?
hot.
Jesus,
Jesus.
don't call him my dad.
So
You
Don't
can't.
call him my dad.
I know that entirely as the way that I play this game and talk about Reverence as a character is I say I and me and my all the time, okay? When we're talking about this
The
dude over here,
fuckability.
when we're talking about Devanoff, that's not my dad.
I'm
Okay.
reaching across the table and shaking your hand. Welcome to the
Because-
club.
I'm for this moment in particular, I am separating my brain very
Yes.
significantly from Reverence.
Wow, this fictional character that Delta drew is so hot.
Yes.
There you go.